Hello. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, the quality is quite fine, so we're fine. We're just waiting for Snoopy to join us as well. It's gonna be loads of fun to get him into the room.
All right. Your laptop, for some reason, is not letting me watch the stream on.
So I'm gonna give everybody the story maybe. So Cluster Fox Thomas, he's gonna be co-commentating now as well. He came to Become like what 2 weeks ago, right? And then the whole quarantine happened and whatnot, and basically he's stuck here with us playing Netrunner. And because of course when you travel you don't take your laptop with you all the time, and why would you? There was a situation where he needed a new console, so I gave him my kind of not super old but like not super modern laptop either, and that laptop decided to start updating today.
It's fine. It's fine. I love it.
Can you describe the situation to everybody, like, or like can you give us a like a rundown? 60. What was like 20% for 40 minutes? This was ridiculous.
Yeah, it took like it. Well, it took about like 2.5 hours to update the laptop because Windows updates. But yeah, I was at BCom last year. Came to BCom this year. Stuck around for a while, and then Corona lockdown happened. So I'm still here in Barcelona, and I'm loving it. And Vesper was so kind to lend me a laptop so that I could play some JNet and play some tournaments and stuff. So, yep, I'm here. For some reason, though, Twitch isn't letting me load the stream.
I'm sorry. Well, you can. How can I share my screen with you or something or whatever? I don't know.
I can what?
I mean, you will not be able to see the stream, so how will you be able to commentate on what you're seeing?
Oh, we're watching on the table itself?
Yeah, that actually, I'm an idiot, right? Yeah, I'm an idiot. It's how dare you watch the? No, I'm kidding. Of course, that makes perfect sense. Anyway, okay, so we're getting closer to the problem is, and this is my biggest problem with this. I hope somebody else is gonna record or stream the other game, because I can only be on one table, so we have to vote and we have to choose which table we're gonna see. So I'm going to just transition to the Jinteki view, of course, the JNet view, because
Yeah, go for it.
yeah. Now the thing is, it's like you should see. Hey, Lost Geek, good to see you. Well, anyway, you should see who's playing where. So we have table 2 and table 1. We have Wise Runner and Jose-san. So it's gonna be Builder of Nations versus Armand Geist, and then we have Geist versus Blue Sun. Both very good pairings. All the players are super fun to watch, and like they're good players. They like, it's gonna be an interesting matchup to see them play. I just don't know which one to choose. So stream.
For what it's worth, Cable Carnage Daniel swept me earlier today. So
Okay, so you don't want to see him, huh?
no, it's a very, very interesting Blue Sun deck.
Okay, well, I don't know. I kind of feel like we should. I don't know. I don't know. Who should be watch? Well, first of all, I should also kick people off. I mean, as in the round. Okay.
I'm sorry that everybody doesn't have the dulcet tones of Princess Space Kitten right now, but she's in a call, so yeah. I'm taking over for a bit.
Okay. Oh, okay. Mark, if you could stream the other table, that would be amazing. Like, that would be great.
All right.
Or Swifty, or whoever is on from the streamers, please stream the other table. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Cable Carnage and Percomis, and then please, take a table 2. We're gonna watch this. Okay, so. Geez, they actually communicate in Hungarian. Okay.
All right.
Mark, you're a hero. Thank you so much.
No.
What?
Mara's asking Princess Space Kitten is asking if we can hear her, which we can't.
And that's good. She spent so much time here talking about things with everybody and so on. Like I'm amazed she still has the energy. Okay, I'm totally crushing the music now because we should be focusing on the game, not at some silly music.
All right, can I start?
Yeah, totally.
All right, here we go. See, this is the stuff the dreams are made of. Blue Sun acid spamming.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, Snoopy, welcome to the stream.
I can hear Neva now, but I still can't hear Princess Space Kitten.
No, that's okay. We're fine.
Perfect.
Okay, gentlemen.
Whoa!
As the
Two
people
temple opening. That is brutal.
As the people who know the game very well, I'm just gonna leave the two of you here. I'm just gonna be interacting with you commentate the game. I'm gonna be interacting with the stream and making sure that the chat room is okay. So go for it.
Okay. So yeah, the two temple opening is brutal. It's good to get tempo with the diversion. The thing is, with two temples up, it doesn't really matter that much. And Blue Sun can just pull shit back. Sorry, pull stuff back. Language, my fault.
So what kind of a Blue Sun is that, Thomas?
It's an acid spam Blue Sun deck. It's pretty crazy. It's cool to watch.
And you want to spoil like the secret tech behind that? I mean, like I think the guys that Percomus is playing is like the one that won German nationals.
Yeah, it's basically the same deck. But this Blue Sun deck is I played against it earlier today, and it's pretty crazy.
So would it be a surprise to see some false lead or shenanigans or? Thomas?
He false leaded, so I couldn't use Mr.
You were like silent for a minute.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yes.
Hey. Is my microphone okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Mar.
Hello. How are you, Snoopy?
Good, thank you. I was playing today and didn't go too well, but I played Leela the first time and I didn't play the deck before, so I'm satisfied.
Well,
They have the back coming out. That's pretty good.
I think the question is like if you can siphon Blue Sun to the ground, kind of. I mean, or if Blue Sun can duck that with resin cards, right?
It's mainly well, like you have to see how the deck works. I mean, it's Princess Space Kitten has given me a headset, so give me a second. Yes, okay. There we go.
Not much better.
Too much noise. Here, yeah, guys doing guys things. This deck is actually like the Blue Sun deck is actually pretty cool. It does play false leads. But like you can siphon it into the ground, you can diversion it into the ground. It doesn't really matter because it can pull stuff back for credits, and it has two temples res already. So,
Vesper, we're gonna know what this Blue Sun deck does finally. Isn't that exciting?
Vesper isn't commentating the game right now. He's managing the chat and stuff.
But he can hear us, right?
I'm not sure, but I think so.
I think so.
Then my comment stands.
I think like one of the questions that we will face here is like, can Geist find important agendas with the spy camps on R&D?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think this is important. And I mean, getting Masterworks and Prognostic Q-Loop, that means he can run to like put his counters on the back and do stuff. So the question is like how that falls out, and if the Blue Sun is playing hard-hitting news, right?
And as Percomus is doing, like, trash the key assets, trash the Gs, trash, like, temples if you can, trash, like, anything that that helps his board state. Like, if he's gonna res... oh, hey, there's Lady Liberty. But if you can like trash things like team sponsorships and
please.
stuff like that, just anything that just accelerates his board state, get rid of it.
Yeah. And now we will see a false lead get scored, I assume. Yeah.
There it is.
So like I think that means we have like mostly all pieces of the combo. He needs a hard-hitting news and the way to kill Geist, right?
Yeah. And also the thing is that if he doesn't need to do anything, he can just if he has G's on the table, he can just purge and install something.
Yeah. But I think like I think the difficult thing with Geist is when he has trashables, he can like draw his cards even while he is tagged and use ability, and then he's like unkillable with boom.
There's a team spell.
No. Just going back up to 16 credits, so hard-hitting news is not as terrifying as it was before.
Yeah, but the point is, with this hard-hitting news decks, usually they need more money. And
I think what Cable Carnage, I think what Cable Carnage is looking for is, holy crap! Now we can purge for 8 credits.
Yeah, now like the danger of being siphoned is gone away, right? Because you can like just click up for 8 again.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, and I think what Cable Carnage is looking for now is just some ice to put on centrals.
Is the deck playing ice?
Yes, it plays ice. Can confirm.
Yeah, we can confirm to the Sentry asset related ice tour guide.
Yes, he plays. He plays tour guides.
There you go. As soon as you say it.
Yeah, but tour guide is not that good against grappling hook plus something, right? So,
no, exactly. Like I had a bit of a difficult time against it with Ngolo, and like I had to stim hack them because whatever. But yeah, it was a close game. I was stupid enough to not clear my tags turn 1 and 2.
Okay. So that means, I mean, preventing 1 credit plus border control, I don't know. I mean, that means Boomerang is gone, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Boomer is not gone. He just have to.
You can bring in the back. Yeah, with the back. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, but the question is like the Boomerang is unusable, so you need to overinstall it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for now, the Boomerang is gone, I would say.
I'm going to apologize. Somebody else who's commentating this is a fervent Geist player who knows this deck way better than I do. So any comments on Geist up until as from now? Ooh.
I mean, I think the important thing is Cable Carnage is in credit lead, 19 against 14. He has a false lead, so the question is like, did he find hard-hitting or something like to fire off his combo? On the other side, Percomus can use his raptors. I don't know what they're called, like the breakers, the resources. He can use them to like generate money. Yeah.
Points right now. So
they can use it to generate money. He's also on the lamp. That is a very spicy include.
Ah, yeah, okay.
And even though if he got hard-hitting you, if he says both 8 credits, it's just a loss of a turn. And a waste of a hard-hitting news.
Yeah, I think that's a difficult thing, right? Stay ahead in terms of credits when someone can purge for 8.
Can you guys hear Princess Space Kitten?
I mean, Snoopy answered to me, so I'm guessing yes.
But I think he's asking the chat, but they are saying yes.
Yeah. And if you can hear me, then everyone can hear me. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Spec, I'm hitting the board, checking server 10. You don't want them to have any resources that would allow them to, yep, like that one. And up to 16 credits. I mean, that is the grace of guys. Sorry.
Bless you.
I sneeze like a kitten. There you go. See, on the lamp going on the board.
Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. You guys are all really quiet for some reason.
Oh, that's just the headphones.
No.
And I think the question is like with 3 people who is talking, so everyone's like waiting for, right? So I think like on the lamb being down is really important against the combo, but on the other hand, like it's 5 points on Blue Sun seems good. The question is just how he scores like the last 2 points, right?
Yep, that's absolutely true. But now Peter has a very nice board state to be able to contest anything that's thrown down.
Yeah.
To be honest. So I'm gonna go out for 1 second to help with some technical difficulties.
Okay.
Got it.
Do you know what eyes cable is running?
Yeah, you want to put
Thomas, do you know what kind of
sweets.
ice he's running?
Okay. I'm sorry, say again?
Do you know what ice is that Cable Carnage is running in his Blue Sun deck?
Do I know what is it? Say again?
What ice he's running? Yeah. Okay,
Oh yeah,
Spider.
there's spider webs, there's tour guides, there's border controls.
Oh, Stargate.
It's a pretty spicy deck,
Mm-hmm.
and spider webs honestly pretty good against.
Not really. You have a grappling hook and Gabali, and you can trash that.
Of course, but you can't keep doing that. While you could do that with boomerangs against any 2-sub ice.
That's fair, but that's why you have the back.
Of course.
But is the deck playing more than one the back? That's the question, because that means he can do that once, and also he might run out of steam, right? I mean, that's why they call Spiderweb like the anti-boomerang weapon, right?
Okay, so tour guide, Mausolus, and the drone. And they chose to trash the tour guide. Fair enough.
Yeah, sure. The question is like how he want to score his agenda, right?
Wall to wall to draw a card, then the mandatory, and now SS drawn is in your hand. Has Percomics used their legwork?
Not yet. I think.
No, not yet. I just checked the heap.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna drop off the stream because the headset that I have isn't working properly, and it's just causing confusion. So, good luck to the contestants and good luck to the casters. Have a lot of fun, and I'll be watching.
Thanks for joining, Thomas.
Yeah, thanks you for joining.
GG.
So I think like what we're seeing is he's putting SDS down, so he forces him to
run.
find and something to steal. I mean, when he needs to waste the Stargate, I think that would be pretty good.
Yeah, so we're running that with only a Gabali and Bob Walter. Probably they're trying to find something with Pronounced Culip to install.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, and they found it!
I think we are watching different things. I'm watching the streams while you are. So the listeners are not seeing what you're seeing, Mar.
Oh yeah, I'm watching the
Yes.
net.
So you're like 10 seconds in front of us.
I've got all the scoops. Yep.
I would. Yeah. I think you would like to avoid trashing Stargate.
Oh well, that's exactly what they did.
Okay, interesting.
I mean, you want to be able to keep in trashing stuff, breaking stuff with Corrodor and Bookwalter, and even though Stargate can be a win condition,
there
now
goes
you
down the
still-
symbol chip, and symbol chip might allow him to get back Stargate,
Yep.
right?
exactly for 1 credit,
Yeah, then it makes sense.
and then he can run last click with Stargate if he doesn't want to. But he's got 6 counters on the back. That means 12 cards that can go back into the stack. He's got 2 Tech Traces down, 1 Gabali, 2 of the 3 main breakers, and a Stargate down. I mean, he's got almost the whole rig set up, and once Geist is set up, it's really hard to stop him.
Yeah, I mean, like
So-
breaking Spiderweb for 3 credits sounds totally fine to like get access to 3 cards from R&D.
Absolutely. Some preemptive action is going down.
Yeah, shuffling back Liberty, I assume.
I'm trying to see. It was a tour guide, a portal control, and a Lady Liberty. Absolutely correct. Stargate run first click. Why wouldn't you? You Q loop to put another counter in the back that it's going to allow you to put 16 cards back. And you access sponsorship, Cyberdex, Spider Street, and Rashida, and use Stargate to trash Rashida. Let's poke at HQ. That reveals another tour guide. And have we even seen Blue Sun using their ID ability? Or has this been a blank ID?
So far, I can't remember. The question is what he wants to put up, like Spiderweb for 4 credits. I think it could be used to reset Lady Liberty, right? But he trashed it before. Or like to bounce back in credits if really needs be, but so far I haven't seen any use of it.
Yeah.
And I don't see targets. Besides.
Yes, Spiderweb, but why would you like to install it again and rest it again? That'd just be like a waste of a credit.
Or even 2 when it's the outermost piece of 2 eyes.
Well, I mean, you can reinstall Spiderweb and use the Mamba Temple credits to reinstall it to gain 4 credits, but it just seems like too much work for 3 credits.
Yeah. And now we have the 3rd tech trader down. That means from a monetary perspective, Geist is fully set up, right?
Yes, and there's another spy camera on the board. As I said, 8 tokens on the back. That's 16 cards. I don't even think he has 16 cards with a trash can on the bin. That was a trap. Cyberdex as a bite. That works fine. We're using Spycam, and if we see a run, we see a run. That could mean game, because we still have 2 clicks on the runner side. So I'm guessing if we're doing what? Okay. If we see a Stargate run, it means that the first card was not an agenda. So we're looking at 2 new cards for the runner. we're seeing Marilyn, Hedge Fund, and Lady Liberty. We're trashing Lady Liberty. Not even a surprise here. Yeah, peddler with 1 card, because if you know your deck, that means free 3 credits and 1 credit less to install.
Yeah, and very likely a very good install, right?
Yep. And probably a boomerang. Why
Yeah.
not?
And
And
another
let's go
target coming
backwards.
down.
Yeah, I mean, you have to keep hammering that. You're on 14 credits. This is really good money.
And that's the game. Atlas
Yep.
and Cyberdeck Sandbox
Cheers.
accessing 1, game over.
Others. Yep. GG.
Yeah,
That was
GG
a
everyone.
great game. That was a freaking great game. Let me GG them.
I think at the end it was coming down to like, will Peter find the tools, or will Peter find the agenda?
I know
but
that. I
this-
mean, you're totally right. As I said, like once Geist is set, it's just virtually so difficult to overcome it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that earlier today when I was playing a Geist player with my mirror,
Yep.
and he was just going through 6 deep ice servers and like just laughing on me.
Oh,
Yeah.
were they literally laughing at you, or just
No.
like
they were not. So it was Jose from Spain, and I played in round 1.
from Valencia, yes.
Yeah, he told me, and
He's playing a very
different Geist.
yeah, different guys. Like it's his own take on it. He's a bit like me. He's always loved to tweak and twitch their own base flavor, and I respect them so much for it. He's actually very good guys player, and I think we'll need to ask Vesper. Yep, he's doing that. He's a sweetheart, isn't he?
So we're going into the other game, which
Yep.
is Wise Runner against Jose. As I told you, I was playing his, and he's using the bin breakers.
Yep.
And that was really, really interesting. And yeah, I had a similar situation. Just it was not my R&D protected by 5 eyes, but he was just going through without any issues. And we have the back down, as you mentioned, meaning he can get back 12 cards, 3 tech traders, and all his breakers.
Yep. At that point, what do you do? The only thing you can do is like stop raising ice and denying them money.
Yeah, but this is not possible anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
like I think, I mean, looking on the board, there's a Masvingo with 18 counters. Without grappling hook, that might be difficult. On R&D, there's an Ododuwa with 11 counters. That's also an issue. And on the other hand, he has only 2 points. So the question is like, is this Builder of Nations playing red level clearance and not red planet careers to like fast advance out his last points, or Audacity or something?
Wouldn't they have used that already with the global food that they have out?
Yeah, but it doesn't look like that, right? I mean, like from my perspective, the issue is they are on 6 points. They don't find any other stuff. I mean, they won't find, how to call that? They won't find another 1-pointer, so they need to score something else. And then the question is like how many credits they need for that. There is a reconstruction contract in the bin. Maybe that was used. I have no idea. And 1 Kayambe is already trashed.
Yep. That is, I mean, why would you want so many counters?
On
I
what?
mean, if you have them, you have them. That's okay. They are actually going into R&D. That is bold.
But he has to. I mean, otherwise, I think the danger is that when Wayland draws the agenda, the game might be over.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
And I'm just checking if he has used Spycam to look at the top card of R&D. So there might be a reason, right?
Was that a spy cam thing or just a?
No. Start of the turn, he popped the spy cam.
Yeah, then you're going for the agenda,
Yeah,
no
I
matter
think,
what.
yeah. And I mean, like, he has broken a Colossus with strength 15, and he's going to break the Ododuwa is more or less standard. But
Yeah.
Ododuwa will really advance something spicy.
Yeah, Jinteki is just showing me a black screen. Does
Oh.
anyone know what does that mean?
Yeah, for me it's working fine. I would suggest reload.
Yeah, sometimes Jinteki does this where you basically black screen because your browser is just not refreshing properly or something. Happens to me sometimes as well.
That's fair. Now
So
it's
the
just
most-
showing me no games.
Yeah, you need to reload the whole stuff with F5. We have Masvingo with 30 counters, I think, like there might be really, really challenging. The good thing is he has Tycoon, which breaks 2 subs for 1 credit, if I remember correctly.
That is true.
Yeah, so it's only 15 credits to break Masvingo. And he's using his border control, so come in again. So there's 1 border control in the bin at the first one, 3 Mascoms, 1 wall-to-wall, and a Rikoko.
Okay.
Okay, another spy cam to make him money. And the question is, what will happen now? Is he going
Did
for
they
it or
do
not?
Something?
He has a Simul chip, so there is a chance to get cards back.
Yeah, and they have Cyber Trooper Talute, so and
Still.
yeah, but I mean that 15.
That's
Okay,
what-
they're just like making money.
But I think that's exactly what he can't allow. He can't allow for the agenda to go into the remote, right?
Yeah.
Someone's asking like punitive Vingo strike, yeah. It's Simone from
Yeah, because we had this joke about Masvingo because Masvingo has like 24 counters. In Spanish, Mas means more, so it has to have more counters.
Yep.
So she thinks that
okay.
Vingo is counter. Obviously, it makes sense. That's the logic.
I didn't get that.
Counter
Okay.
strike. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I learned something for today. Nice.
Well, Vingo is not counter in Spanish. Just let me tell you that.
So now we have the agenda in, or very likely the agenda in server 2.
Mhm.
And Masvingo with 31 counters.
Yeah. Imagine apocalypsing this whole thing. That would be so much
It's
fun.
Ruse. Oh, that will hurt.
I mean, like, I think one of the win conditions might to like access all cards, not all cards, sorry, like 4 cards in R&D. I haven't paid attention how he was breaking the Colossus before. There is like 2 boomerang in the bin. Some of his bin breakers. So let's see what he's doing. I mean, 16 credits is something, but might not be really enough, right?
Yeah.
So have you ever played against this like Kayamba Power of Tower servers? Which was,
Actually, thank God, no, I have.
okay.
I was playing
have-
against an Earth Station. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, exactly. I was playing an Earth Station on Domicon.
Yeah.
And I was in the lucky situation to like turn 1 steal a vanity project and turn 3 steal another one.
Okay. Yeah.
And-
yeah.
Although I was playing Spoon Toshiko, which can trash a lot of ice, that might have a chance against this. I don't know. I haven't played it out.
Yeah.
But it feels like the runner is not, the corp is not doing it. They are just like clicking for credits and like waiting until you're locked out.
In another way, this feels. I mean, this looks pretty much to me like the essence of Netrunner. You have the corp protecting stuff with a lot of eyes, very powerful eyes, and then the runner has to figure out how to get inside. But that's gonna be hard. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think Geist has a chance. Everyone else. I mean, like, how are you breaking strength 15 Colossus, right?
Yep.
So he's encountering it, and now, now the fun begins. I mean, even Cyber Trooper Talud only increases. Oh, yeah, he's
It
16
increases
credits.
too.
Sorry?
Sorry,
Cyber Triber Talud increases 2 strength.
Yeah,
yes,
super, yeah.
but only.
Only, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know how they're gonna break
against
that shit.
strength 15 strength Colossus.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just wishing that at some point that kill one loop it's gonna give them a boomerang.
Yeah. I honestly, I think we will see an access for 4 cards on R&D. That's, I think, what will happen.
Pike versus Masvingo? Yeah, no. But you can definitely break the Akhet, that's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And is he using Abigail to break it with the ability? 13, and now he will advance Masvingo to 44 or something? Or 45?
Yeah, 45, yeah.
Oh, there's a boomerang. Okay, you got that good, Mar.
Yeah.
Would also help against Colossus, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So
Only one card?
No, there
No.
are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
counters, yeah.
I think he knows he can't go through that like 20 times, and there might be the winning agenda.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a whiff.
that's a whiff. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if that is playing. I think about play government takeover, and then yeah,
Oh,
there we
that's
go.
game.
Red Planet
79
for 79,
Beal.
and that will be yeah.
No, it's
Another
a food, yeah. Imagine a 79 counter Beal. How do you even count this?
Reconciliation to oh. That's a bit sad.
Yeah. So I think that means he hasn't found his biotic, because usually the deck plays biotic into red planet careers and then to like fast advance things out.
Yep.
At least like the influence spread looks like that, and yeah, we haven't seen that yet.
Okay, I'm going to pair the new round in the meantime, and it's
Yeah.
all. I have to inform people via Discord, but I'll be with you in a second.
Yeah, I will drop out for one round and then I can join the next one if you want.
Sure,
Feel
yeah.
free.
Yeah, just ping me on Discord and we can reconnect. Yeah,
I
thank you
will.
so much for jumping in. Thank you so much for playing as well. It's great to hear you.
Yes, same here. Thank you, Vesper, for organizing it and
My pleasure.
to listen to me so far. Thank
no
you.
worries. Thank you. See you
Thanks,
soon.
Nippy.
Talk to you soon.
See
Yeah.
you soon.
Bye, Ma.
Bye.
Okie dokie. So we're gonna take a 5-minute break
That's fair enough.
because
I'm gonna
people-
try to make Jinteki work because it's not allowing me to see the games.
That's tough.
Yeah, because on Twitch it's great because I can talk while people is actually watching you, watching the cards go down, but I cannot know what cards are which cards.
Yeah. You can always. Oh yeah, no. There is no good solution to this.
I mean, it's fine, but if I was useless before, just imagine if I cannot see what cards are being played. Okay. So there's table 4 and table 3.
Yeah.
down. Are you interested in anyone in particular?
Very good question. Well, we should probably watch Cable Carnage versus Hosesan. I'm quite curious
Yeah.
about this
Sure.
matchup. And then, yeah, Percomis contra Lewis. I'm gonna ask Mark to stream it. So everybody, yeah, we're gonna be streaming. Cable Carnage versus Hosesan. I just want to make sure that we join the right table, and of course, we're not gonna start for a while. We are taking a bit of a break, so let's just chill because people need a short. Oh yeah, and I'm going to totally let you know about Mark's.
Okay.
Mark's. What am I doing? I'm trying to copy the URL. I'm just trying to make sure that I actually connect to the right channel. Indeed. So the other table, I'm pasting it into the chat right now. This is Mark's channel. Please watch it if you are interested in the other table. And yeah, we're gonna be. Oof. Okay, this is exciting. Like seeing so many different decks. I'm super happy I could actually shut up and not say anything and just kind of chill because I needed a break. But yeah, no, I was just like I need to stop looking at cards and stuff. Yeah, this has been 2 days of loads of Netrunner, and I just need to turn my brain off for a while. But this was good.
You've been absolutely a wonder for this weekend. You've allowed so many people to enjoy games while they're I'm not going to say rotting, but rotting on their homes.
Come on, we're just chilling. Netrunner and chill.
Yeah, Netrunner and chill. It's a new Netflix.
Of course. It starts with N. We should change the logo of Netrunner to like Netflix, like the same N, and then we're gonna rule the world. Okay, I should be the round will start in around 2 minutes. So yeah, oof, I don't even know what to say. But this has been very exciting. I just have to say, between yesterday's games in New York and today's games here, they're kind of a different mix because the New York Store Championship had a more North American centric meta. But I can clearly see like different ideas, different dominating decks, strategies, ideas, and so on. And I'm super happy we have this big salad of many different decks. I don't know, what's your experience? What do you think, Mar? Does it feel super varied? Does it like become repeated minus the top 8?
No, I think it's very varied, but it's a very good spread. Do we have any repeated deck on the top 4?
Any repeated?
Like Geist.
Oh, I don't think so. No. Let me just very quickly.
No, we have 2 guys. We have Hosesan
Geist,
and Percomis.
Which makes you happy,
Geist, but the rest is like we have a Kit and a Lila, and we have Blueson.
We do have 3 Waylands, but they're very different Waylands. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite funny.
3 very different builds.
Yeah.
And hey, at least one of them is not on kill.
That is true.
So yeah, I think it's very different from the Beacon.
Yeah. Okay, we're off with the game. Remember, people, if you want to watch the other game, I pasted the link to Mark's stream as well, so you can totally watch it there. He's going to be recording this as well, so you can always watch this game later or the other game later, whichever you prefer. Yeah, and here we go.
Because Netrunner community, it's all about sharing.
Right, but not viruses. Okay, so we have a Leela, we have a Mirror Morph, which is an interesting matchup. It's going to be totally different from the matchup we've seen the big finale with so many counters on a second ago.
Yep.
Yeah, Hosesan with the Mirror Morph that I don't remember if I've seen. To be honest, I've seen so many games over the last 2 days that I don't remember which decks I've seen or not. But Leela with a very strong start just to put money on the table.
Yep, that's fair enough.
Yeah, especially with a career fair.
Yeah. It's value daily cast.
I know you haven't never played Lila much, I think, but I mean, I don't know. What would be your strategy be here? Wait for the corp to score and then bounce things, or start being aggressive as soon as you can?
I mean, you've got a Ginger on board. That means that remote will eventually will be prohibited by you for you.
Yeah.
So I would start being very aggressive, but I would choose one central to be aggressive on.
Mm-hmm.
So I can, if I find an agenda, I could bounce some stuff out.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Yeah, the Ginger already doing some work. I'm actually super amazed that these people still have the energy, because we did have a break of like 20 or 30 minutes and we're just commentating and we're just having, I mean, for me it's fun. There is a bit of course, clicking and making sure that things work, but not that much. Whereas these people have been playing Solid Netrunner for more or less over 6 hours now. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, go on.
I've been commentating for over 6 hours and I'm losing my energy, but they have to concentrate on the game.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're running another tournament. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. So that's 3 eyes deep remote there with a card. Oh, MCA austerity. Just, ugh.
Beautiful card. Nano etching matrix, I would say. Oh no. Oh, what's this? What's going on here? It's an NGO, probably, right? Or is it? What are the bets, chat? Is this an NGO? Of course it's an NGO. It has to be an NGO. Okay.
That is an NGO.
I mean, imagine getting to the top 4 and just going like, yeah, I'm just going to install an agenda in advance because I don't care. That would be a super ruse. I like Longy's answer to my question. Like, what would you do? Would you wait and then bounce, or would you be aggressive? It's like, no, you should be aggressive. You should go for it and then start bouncing. That's even better, yes.
Yeah. Like bounce, 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 bounce.
Indeed.
Like a kangaroo.
Yeah. Lila is the best basketball player in all of Netrunner because she just keeps bouncing.
Fair enough. Or the best kangaroo.
Oh, yeah, true.
22 credits. Do you want to get rid of that pad tab?
Maybe, but to be honest, maybe your game is not about... I don't know. Maybe your game is not about... Oh, second pad tab. Okay, no, you probably want to trash the pad tabs now.
Yeah, you need to start trashing the pad tabs.
Yeah.
The pad...
The tabs of pad.
The tabs of the pads.
The tabs? Pads?
The tabs.
You just have to trash it.
Have you ever considered how close to bad pap, bad publicity,
pad tap is? Yeah. Pad tap, bad pap. Yeah. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same shit.
Yeah. I think Simona just gave us the best pun of the day with Perila. If she's a kangaroo, it's a kangaroos.
Oh,
Ooh.
It's a kangaroo lake.
No, it's a kangaroo's lake. I don't know. Do they have lakes in Australia? Well, anyway, this...
I think not, because lakes doesn't exist.
This looks like an agenda to me, yeah, and it's an SSL. But guess what? The SSL is going to trigger the pad tabs. Do you trash the pad tabs? I would say you totally trash the pad tabs. You don't want the runner on so many credits. This is just...
No, not if you are on kill. Yeah. Are you on kill? Well, everyone is on kill, so I just don't even... I don't know why I'm bothering asking.
Because if it reviews more bounces, okay, this is longest strategy in motion. Be aggressive and bounce.
Yep, why not?
Yeah. I find it really refreshing that Lila has so many breakers on the table. Pat tapas. Oh, Austin, great idea. Pat tapas. This is awesome.
Yep, installing MCA. You have 1 click less and 9 cards on your grip. Be my guest. Yeah. Install shit.
Yeah.
I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Yeah.
Well, anyway. Okay, like okay. Well, yeah. This is not messing around here. Like Cable Carnage is just I need to see cards. I need to see them fast. I need to get in there. The boomerang is gonna help me, maybe perhaps.
Yep.
What if this is Oh, okay, border control.
Oh, of course.
Nasty.
Bye-bye.
Well, you still have a click. But yeah, what if he has 2?
Um,
What if there are 2? No, okay, this is just money.
yeah. I cannot see 3 cards.
Ikawa,
Oh!
oof. But you cannot steal it. Oof.
Oh, on the last click. Oh, that has to hurt. But now you know what is the MCA target there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, wow.
And more eyes onto server 1. Do you really need that many eyes? Lila has not shown any breaker whatsoever.
Yeah, but now Lila has to be very careful or count on another boomerang. The Ikawa is still in hand, but the Ikawa is going to get scored next round. So yeah, there's a boomerang. Okay, fair enough. Is this going to be a fair child? That's the question.
Let it please
Fair child? Fair
be.
child? Ooh, a drafter. Okay, well that's...
Yep.
That's nothing
That's
for
boomerang
boomerang.
material.
But now 1 in 3 chances to hit Ikawa.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
you whiffed. Okay, so you don't get the Ikawa, but you get the boomerang back. Okay, well you gave the Ikawa to the corp, which is going to be at 6.
Yes. This is looking really well for Jose.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Yeah, no surprises here,
Yeah, that mirror morph combo is really strong.
folks. Just no surprises.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a bit disappointed. I would have loved seeing some weird play where no Ikuo was scored. But I understand that people here are playing to win.
Apparently the other game already finished. What?
What?
Well, I mean, that's
Oh,
okay.
there was a Titan involved.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, you hit the restore. Mm-hmm.
Did Titan win?
No, I'm gonna check Discord. Okay, Lewis was up. Okay. So, let me just...
Okay.
No, Titan actually lost. What? This is very, very interesting what's happening here.
No.
13 credits. Would you res? I would res, I guess. I mean, depends on what it is, but... Yeah. At least it's not... Oh, wow, it's raining
You okay?
now.
Is it raining?
I think it started raining in Barcelona, everybody. Just letting you know.
Yep, it's raining.
Yeah, okay. I was a bit surprised.
Okay, I need to go get my laundry.
Run, of course. Dirty laundry, actually clean laundry, so that doesn't get dirty. We're back at the game. There was no dirty laundering happening here. No steel. Whoa, it's raining quite strong. If I get disconnected, I'm just being flooded. Not with agendas, but with real water. Oh well. Another poke at R&D, because you have the whole suit, you have all the credits. Even Cider is not gonna stop you. Cider adaptive barrier at strength 4 right now, of course. You can totally break it with the corroder. You keep going. Amina still costing the corp, and then that's a score. That's an SSL, which is good news for the corp because they get money. Now the question is. What's gonna happen now? There was a bounce, of course, and the runner still has a click. Okay, that's nothing. And then running, you have to get that MCA off the table. The corp is only at 5 credits, which is a bit unfortunate. It's gonna cost the runner... I mean, I don't know if they're gonna trust the Ginger. They probably don't care about the Ginger that much. But they really want to get the MCA out of the table. It's raining really, really hard. It's like a burst cloud. The slot machine we've seen revealed earlier on with the Jinja, so there's no surprise. We see an event, a resource, and a program. Okay, good news for good news for the runner with that setup, especially with the pad tap. The second Amina is just a dead draw, but there's money from the sure gamble. This is gonna be a trash, obviously. For sure, the MCA is going out. And then, what about the Jinja City Grid? It stays because you don't care. The Corp has 2 credits. They're gonna have. Oh, sorry. Now they have 5, of course, with SSL. How many archive memories have been played? 0 so far. So there's still hope. The Far Child 3.0 goes on server 1. So another Glacier play, of course, here. 5 cards in the Corp's hand. Mars Laundry is going to be a little damp. I hope not, but this started raining buckets in seconds. Like, I can hear the rain from here, and it's quite something. Apparently it was snowing in Czech Republic. It was snowing in Poland as well, from what I heard, so yeah. We're in weird times nowadays, but that's just regular spring.
Okay, Vesper?
Yeah?
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna drop out of commentating.
Thank you so much, my
personal
dear.
reasons.
Thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me. That has been a very fun day. I have enjoyed all the commentating. Thank you all for listening. And I'm so sorry I have to run, but life sometimes happens.
Of course. Kisses, hugs, don't drown in the rain. Take care.
Yeah, same to you, my love.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Cheers. I'll be listening. Mwah. Cheers.
Okay, and there she goes. So we're back to me only on the channel here, but don't worry about that. I can probably keep you entertained.
I just decided to join you.
Hey, Snoopy, welcome back. Yeah, 2 people versus 3 people. That's definitely going to be a bit more of a ping pong thing rather than anything else.
Okay, I just need to open the game.
Yeah, sure. It's quite interesting with both players pushing quite hard.
Yeah, I've watched it, but I haven't listened. I think like Cable needs to keep R&D honest, and that's what he's trying to do. Was like running it all the time, and maybe also winning, but not letting anything through. Not letting anything through in the hands of the Corp, because I think he decided not to run
Yep.
the remote. And also like getting rid of his credits by breaking with Amina, the gatekeeper, right?
Yeah.
And that is a moment where I would so love so much to be Anarch and just Hippo the Surveyor.
You cannot be everybody, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened to me earlier this day. So like.
Yeah, you cannot be everybody here, but that would be a very good play indeed. Like if you had a way of removing that Surveyor, that would definitely make your life much easier.
Yeah.
The Corp is fairly poor, so the remote is still not that daunting, I would say.
What I ask myself is like, is Lila running doofs or is she not? There's 0 doofs in the bin.
Yeah.
1 boomerang.
I think she could be running doofs. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, why wouldn't you? Like, it's a good card.
That's a question. I mean, like the Corp is back on 15 credits, so like I would say they are able to like defend that, and like now he's trying to make them spend money with running with bravado on this remote, like res eyes and keep me out, or I will get what is it, 8 credits out of this run, right? And also like drain you 1 credit by using Amina.
Yep.
And even slot machine, if it gives the Corp 3 credits, he might just take it. I don't know.
If they keep building bigger and bigger servers, I'm gonna have problems with zooming in again.
Yeah.
Stop.
I can understand.
Servers. Well, but
yeah, that's a moment where you would love to play from the left to the right, right?
Yeah.
especially with today's screens that are getting wider and wider.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we see a Fairchild. This will at least cost him 4 to break, or let it fire. He has 3 clicks. He could go through it. I'm not entirely sure what I would do. The Corp is still on 9 credits. There's a slot machine behind. Maybe. Oh, okay. So he's saying he's clicking through.
Yep. They're on the chat. Yeah, that's good. So yeah.
This is good. Interesting. Yeah, I had a pleasant play with Jose because he said like, "Hey, my English is so bad, but actually it was really, really good. We had a nice time playing against each other, and he just swept me, but it was still nice, and I enjoyed both games."
Yeah, Jose is one of those. Yeah, he's one of those gentleman players, and I really wish Valencia was closer to Barcelona or the other way around because we don't play that often. But yeah, definitely agreed.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the game with him, and we were also Mirror Morph, and I think my first 2 rounds I was always playing Mirror Morph, while by myself playing Mirror Morph, I had the had the feeling like everything is Mirror Morph here.
there are quite a few interesting mirror morphs here. True.
Yeah, but and I think the interesting thing is like now, will the corp be able to like find an agenda, put it in the remote, and like try to go for the win? And Surveyor Strength 8 is really, really bad. So I think that's why Cable is like trying to push on HQ. Still not have seen any doof, so yeah, Percomus, you're right. But in German, doof is really nice, right? So call it doof instead of doof. Okay, another legwork.
Oh, there you go. There's a doof. You wanted a doof. The crowds wanted a doof. This is a crowd pleaser.
No,
there you go.
It's a doof, not a legwork. Yeah, sorry. You're right.
Yeah. You get what you want, but the corp is not getting what they want. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, like usually this is playing, at least this looks like with Ikawa. I'm not sure if he's playing 3 Project Vitruvius or if he's gone for the 7 Agenda Suite, which is 3 SSL and maybe 3 Ikawa. And here's the bad thing, like with Mirror Morph, when you take your 1 credit, you trigger pet tap. And that's why my feeling is like as Mirror Morph, you have to trash it. Otherwise, you're giving them so many credits through the entire game.
Okay, this could be it.
Three credits left.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's no multi-access. The question is like, is he going for the remote and is there an agenda, right?
Yeah, that's basically it, because you can definitely break through everything. You don't worry about anything on your way. 3 credits.
But it might just be he has put a Bass or something in there, right?
Yeah.
Or an MCA to just, or a Rashida to just get him through it. I mean, the corp is on 2 credits. I think there won't be any res.
Kind of betting on the Rashida, but maybe. Yeah, that's a Rashida.
Rashida, yeah. Oof. But I still think it's a good thing because he avoids that he's like drawing 3 cards at the same time, getting up in credits again, like corp being on 2. He needs to find one code gate turn to like drain him by 1. Obviously, he's not playing Corporate Grant. What is his restricted card?
I don't have the deck list for this tournament, but I don't know. I'm trying to see what, like, it's not in the bin. Nothing in the bin looks restricted, so maybe it's a regular deck with no restricted cards.
Yeah, maybe that's possible. Or he's playing Angolo, although I doubt that.
That's the ruse here. It's like, I don't have any extra cards.
He could play Labor Rights. Oh, he's playing Embezzle. That's nice. What would you say here?
Poof. Well, knowing this, I would try Ice, but I don't know.
I'm not sure. Is there a lot of Ice? He wanted to trash all operations. He hit a fair shot and a restored. I think that's right, because he avoids that he's putting back MCA back when he has the money.
Yep.
And of course, it also gives him some money to be able to like contest the remote.
How many restores are out of the game that we know of? Just
the chat is saying Film Critic is a good guess, and I agree with what they're saying. Like seeing the deck, I agree to that. And here we have it again. Miramov giving him a credit, giving 2 to the runner, and no, it's Labor Rights. Here we go. Yeah. I'm sorry, Peter.
So Labor Rights is the restricted card indeed.
Yeah.
There was the third MCA hitting the table on the corp side, so no more MCAs. Oof. How many of these do you have? I hope it's
with Labor Rights, he put back legwork, diversion,
oh, that's
right?
True. Yeah, of course. So yeah.
I've seen some Crim decks in the last time which were playing 3 Labor Rights and then they put back the diversions like crazy.
Yeah.
And actually I think it's not bad. I mean, you can't play Corporate Grant, but you can play 9 Doofs or something.
That is always useful and never nice for the corp. So, oh god. It's like, yeah, like, of course, do your thing, take all my stuff. Aye.
Yeah, I mean, like, now he has his 3 clicks at least.
Yeah.
But I mean, the runner being on 25, I think it's very likely he will contest next turn the MCA.
Yeah.
So maybe the best move for Jose now is popping MCA for money. but it doesn't seem like that. But I mean, like when I'm Cable Carnage, I will go for the remote. What should he res, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the point. He should
Yeah.
have taken it for the money, because at least that would help.
Well, probably there's another doof in the queue, so to speak.
Oh, could you pop MCA for money and then score Vitruvius?
Oof. That's.
I mean, you get at the maximum, you get 6 clicks, right? No, you get 7 with Miramov. Let me think. You can score a 5-3 as a regular corp. So yeah, you could do that. That's true. So Rotic has a good point here. Maybe he was trying to do that.
Yeah.
And he's not trashing Ginger. That's really... I'm not sure. I always have the feeling like it's saving so much money. But... yeah. Let's see what happens here. I mean, obviously, Cable has given up in terms of running on R&D.
Yep.
I haven't also seen any multi-access. The question is, like, sooner or later, Jose needs to draw agendas, and I think that's the situation.
Oh wait, there we go.
Where Cable want to keep him. Yeah. Border control, but that means the corp is on 0 credits to deny him 1 access.
Yeah.
I think it's fine for everyone.
Yeah, because I mean, you can just stop him at the very, very end, and then yeah.
Yeah, you can, but I mean, he's breaking Surveyor for free. He is breaking Gatekeeper, and you lose 1. Okay, you don't lose anything. I mean, like, sure, but he's also getting for every ice 1 credit back, so it's not that bad. And it means Surveyor has lost 2 strengths, right?
Yeah.
And another installer 3 credits, so you're not able to do that in the next time, right?
Yep.
So Runner being on 13 doesn't look too bad.
It's still better than 0, which is what the corp is on, so yeah. This is a very rough game for the corp. A lot of very good aggressive play by Cable Carnage here, because yeah, this is what you should be doing. You have to harass the corp the whole time.
Yeah.
You cannot let them just spread their wings.
Yeah, and when you can use Burkhardt, actually, he's doing his first run on HQ every turn.
Oh, that's it. That's game.
There we go.
CST. Woof.
For 1 credit.
What a game.
Yeah, nice. Congratulations to Cable Carnage.
Yeah.
So actually, we talked about he's from the UK, as far as I understand, but lives currently in Germany, Münster.
Okay, that would explain so much. Cool. Okay, so that was the game. I'm just going to update Cobra again, just to make sure that we know what's going on. We're going to take a 5-minute break again, just to make sure that people have a bit of a breather, because too much Netrunner is going to make your brain hurt a bit.
Yeah, we just started at, what was it, 1300, so 6 to 7 hours ago, right?
Yeah, and I'm not even playing, and I'm kind of like, I need a break, but, well, anyway, I'm gonna pair the new round and we'll see who plays whom. So it's gonna be Percomes on the Runner versus Cable Carnage or Corpse. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to just call them out and tell them that we're gonna, okay. Oops. Typing things on Discord is always fun, because you're like, you always get 500 different usernames and you have to choose the right one, and there's a billion people starting with the same letter, so
yeah. And I'm really impressed that you're doing both, like running the tournament, running the stream, all at the same time. I must say, thank you very much.
Well, I'm happy
doing that.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'm happy it actually works, because yesterday when I was thinking about it, I was like, maybe I could even play, but I was like, no.
No, I can imagine.
Yeah,
streaming and playing and no.
Yeah, yesterday the New York City Store Championship, I was streaming and hanging out with people in Discord, which was fun. But Alex Internet, who was the TO for this, he was also playing. So it's like, okay, you can do TOing and playing, yes, but 3 things at the same time, no. Okay, we're gonna have the game in 5 minutes, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to put some chill music on so that people can chill.
So I'm really looking forward to that. We see another time Percom is playing Geist, and another time this was fun. I would have loved to see Titan, because as you said, Vesper, yesterday was New York, and in New York there was a lot of Titan being played.
Yep.
And yeah, so I would have loved to see that as well, but yeah, let's see.
Hiya, I thought I'd join just for one game.
Oh, Rotage, hello!
And it's Blue Sun, so I can't help myself.
Yeah, let's have a panel, the three of us. But then, I mean, the two of you can talk more. I'm happy taking a break, and then the game is going to be commentated by you.
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, Dave.
How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good. I was playing Leela the first time in a...
Oh, really? I've not played Leader since 2016.
Yeah, you made a mistake. She's rotating sooner or later, I heard.
I mean, I've always hated Leader. Although I hate 419 even more now, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I can see both, yeah. And I play it both, so yeah.
Yeah. So, do we know much about these two lists? I'm guessing we might have seen them already.
Yeah, we have seen them playing before. The Blue Sun is a very horizontal one, playing False Lead, playing Lady Liberty, and like all the like horizontal stuff, like team sponsorships. And the guys is, I think, very much the German guys from German Nationals that won it. And but he plays on the Lamb as his tech, I think, against all this False Lead shenanigans.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And the last game, I mean, we saw that. I think it was the first game on the finals. Percomus won with Geist, as sooner or later he had a board state. Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like so Blue Sun kept their hand and the runner took a mulligan. So
yeah, we're gonna be starting this in 3 more minutes. So like, I mean,
cool.
Unless they're ready. But I just want to give Cable Carnage a bit of a break because this was a big game, and yeah,
of course,
yeah. So what events do we have coming up this week? Do we know? Like there's...
So I know there's an online G&K tomorrow, I believe, in Cambridge in the UK. It was meant to be a regular G&K, and they've now said it'll be in Jinteki. Join us in Discord. That's all I really know. It's on Always Be Running. Let me see if there's any more information about what this is, because I might play tomorrow. I never know.
I think the most interesting thing so far is next weekend Code Marvelous put out that there is like the international, so big tournament meant for everyone on next Saturday actually.
Ooh, that is very big. Yeah, this is
it's not on Always Be Running. I don't know why. I wanted to ask him, but
yes, I was going to say I've not noticed, because I think particularly now, because usually in the UK we keep our own events updated, but as it stands now, it's a worldwide thing. If someone's got an online event anywhere in the world, we can all take part. So Always Be Running, I think, is really important now to keep us all up to date on where these events are being run or when they're being run, I should say.
Yeah, totally.
There's quite a lot of things scheduled for next weekend. Like there's the Vigilante Netrunner Store Championship in Austin. There's a Cube Draft in Malmo, which is a Cube Draft, which is fun. I hope they can pull it off. But yeah, there are events happening. It's just the Fanboy 3 Store Championship. That's Manchester. Is that the one you were mentioning? No.
No. So there's a G&K tomorrow, literally tomorrow.
Okay.
That's like a free.
Cambridge. Yeah.
Cambridge.
I see it, yeah.
Manchester, I don't know, because I think the person running that shop is actually the shop owner's running it. So we don't speak to them on Slack, so I don't have any information. So I'm assuming this is going to be postponed. So yeah, the only thing, as mentioned, is Code Marvelous' thing on Saturday, which should be really good. I'm sure we have a fantastic event to take part in, or I'm sure there'll be lots of people streaming it. I'm not sure if I assume Code Marvelous might be streaming it himself, and obviously does an excellent job. So I'm not saying you don't do an excellent job, Vesper, but obviously all the streamers do an excellent job. Apart from Swifty, he's terrible.
Oh, come on. I'm probably going to be participating in that event as a player, so I'm not going to be streaming anything.
Okay, that's good. You've done a lot of streaming recently, and again, I know it's been said before, but thanks for what you've been doing. Excellent job, and we really appreciate it.
You've been a part of it, so I'm enjoying this a lot as well.
I mean, I just get to talk. I get the easy part. I just get to join Discord and just talk nonsense, which I do anyway.
And the players are asking if they can start.
Yep, I'm starting the timer right now, and I'm going to start them off right now.
Very quickly, I've just been told Fanboy 3, the Manchester event has been postponed officially. Okay.
I should probably put things on the stream because we're already in the game.
Yeah, the game started.
They're super fast, you know. They're just not messing around. They're
So a couple of early installs. Obviously, HQ iced immediately, which obviously, if you've kept your hand as corp, you're going to have some ice.
And guys going off with Tech Trader and getting the back immediately. I think that's good.
Yes.
Events.
Yeah, it's really good sort of seeing that early. Because some games you don't do that early, and then that can really hurt you. And this game could be a long one potentially.
Okay, wall to wall, like giving him extra draw to install more stuff. I think that might give him the tempo that he was missing last time. I'm not sure. Because drawing 2 cards is good, right?
Exactly. So if they're obviously I'm not familiar at all with this list. If you're going sideways, why Blue Sun and not Gagarin? What's the benefits?
Maybe reset Lady Liberty. We last game we haven't seen him firing the blue ability at all, or I had at least not seen it. We saw was Tour Guide, Spiderweb, and Border Control, and all the assets we have seen were like more or less like the standard ones, which are cheap, except of Lady Liberty, right? So, yeah.
Okay.
And he used it to like score, I think, 2 agendas. And what he also did was he was scoring 2 Cyberdeck Sandbox, and so he was purging for 8.
Okay.
Which is helpful against someone on Doof, right?
Yeah, that's very true. Yes. Yeah,
So
I scored one of those the other day. Sorry.
Yeah, he was never on 0 credits, so I think that's I think good.
Yeah.
How that went.
Yeah, because I've always liked the Blue Sun abilities that no matter what happens, generally you've got money somewhere invested in a piece of ice, so you can always close a game out.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, like, it might also be good against things like Boomerang or something, where you can like pop it back. Although usually you would use Boomerang sooner or later.
So I don't know. And I guess the other benefit is that Blue Sun does usually runs quite a lot of 3 sub ice, which obviously can punish Boomerang, being that they can evict 2 subs.
Which is true, but I think we haven't seen that in that list. As said, Tour Guide, Border Control, Spiderweb.
Okay. I mean, Spiderweb's 3 subs, so that's nice. That's going to be pretty good if you can get that on HGAS. We see the Border Control.
Oh yeah, grappling hook, how to break it, giving him 2 credits, right? Then popping it, so it looks like okay. And then it might be an Atlas behind, or server 2 is a Jeeves, because we also with 0 credits.
I mean, it's an interesting one. Because obviously, if they pop it, they won't have any money. I suppose they can bounce back wall to wall, give them the money to score the Atlas if they want to. But then, this will give us a good clue what is in that server. It depends. The fact they're thinking about it, it's clearly something of value.
Yeah, I would think it's an agenda, right? He tries to be as fast as possible, because when Geist is set up, he has no chance to win this game anymore.
Of course, I agree. And otherwise, you're not going to pop a Border Control for Rashida. You don't want to lose Rashida, but I don't think it's worth a Border Control pop.
Yeah. But the question is if he would res Border Control if it's Rashida.
Right? Well, you get the grappling hook out of the way. You force him to use it.
Okay, so he popped the Border Control for Rashida.
Wow, okay. Maybe they feel that the tempo is worth it, and it could well be.
Yeah, I mean, with wall to wall, he has 4 credits. That's not too bad, and he might have a chance with team sponsorship to get it back when he's able to.
Yeah, that's very true.
To score an agenda.
Yeah, because Guys probably hasn't really got the tools apart from having money to actually just trash these things. So if you can get a very good board state, then they can just keep you going. So.
And I think DBS is really helpful because it means drawing into agendas when you don't need them. Okay, Percomus is checking the remote servers. Installing SpyCam to use it. And Mumba Temple will be used to res Jeeves. Yeah, that's good. Like spend A to trash my stuff.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the board now. So I think this is a time where you've got to make decisions of what the key things you want to trash, because you could try and trash everything, but I think it becomes just too much. So
I think like server 3 might be an agenda like Cyberdeck. We've seen it before, or Atlas.
Yeah.
3 credits is not that much.
Yeah. So.
Afshar, not bad. Losing 2, but not getting anything.
Do you trash the wall to wall? Because that is just giving them money. I don't know. I appreciate they're going to get a lot of things. It's fairly trash, but because otherwise they're going to get the credit from that. So they're going after the Jeeves, which I think is reasonable, because that stops a 4-2 from being scored or giving them some extra value. But
I think like you have to trash Jeeves, right? Because otherwise you have issues. So I would more go for Jeeves than for wall to wall. And do you have the money to do it?
Exactly. And if not, even just clicking for 3 credits, having a 4th action, they'll get a lot of value from it. So yeah, we're seeing this. Here
we go with a false lead.
Okay.
And I think now the interesting thing is really, I mean, we have seen it. He was using it to get back the Afshar to at least get the credits to be able to score. And I think that's what it makes interesting. I mean, especially in the low credit amounts, right? For Blue Sun.
Yeah. And that's it, because they've got things on the board they can bounce back. With wall to wall, always getting the credits and the cards. So,
But with wall to wall, now there's more than one wall is only giving one of these things.
Oh, that is very true. Yes, I do forget that. I've never used it in a sort of asset spam list before. I've always used it as a single card. But even so, it's still effectively a pad campaign, which
for one
right
credit.
now, yeah.
And yeah, one credit. Less to trash, but.
And I don't think you want too many cards. You've got DBS for the filtered draw. I think they're fine just getting the credit at the moment, or whatever they feel they need. What's more important?
My feeling is like the Geist one is missing prognostic Q loop, right? And he might now be in danger with false lead. He needs to money up before he can do anything.
Oh, I've just been advised, and I should have realised this. Gagon's banned from this event, so they have no choice but to play Booster.
Okay.
I do apologise. I did know this for this event. Things were banned. I just forgot.
Yeah. Chat is always helping out.
Yeah, chat's really good. Thank you, chat. So we've got a Marilyn here. This board states now you feel getting. I will say it's getting out of control slowly because they're getting a lot of econ coming in. They're getting the filtered draw coming in, and Geist, although it has 2 check traders, doesn't have money to begin really contesting this.
Yeah, at least now he has symbol chip, grappling hook. So there are some tools out, but as I said, I think prognostic Q loop is what he's missing.
Yeah.
Because with that he can like reliable trigger all the time his back, and spy cams would help. Let's check. He has like duped him once, I think. Yes, and used 2 spy cams already. That's where we are.
But I'm assuming this Blue Sun build is obviously the classic hard-hitting news, pop false lead. You now can't clear tags. What does this Geist list have to help against that, apart from just having more money and being able to pop bins to not die?
On the lamb.
Oh no, of course you did tell me. So apologies. It's on the
lamb.
lamb.
No, fine. I mean, I've seen it. Otherwise, I wouldn't remember.
So I guess they'll be looking for on the lamb if they can, and obviously the other option is keep some bins on the table to at least get up to hand size if they need to.
So now we have a res Jeeves and like 4 clicks to install stuff or 3 and doing something else.
Yeah, this is getting quite serious now.
Yeah.
For guys to deal with this, because this for me feels like a problem because there's so much stuff out there. You can't keep the corp that poor anymore now if you start doing them because they're just going to get so much money from all different places.
And also on the other side, you could also use the so like forcing him to raise eyes might not cost the core money rate.
Yeah, and the corpse is just going to ice HQ because
third eyes
just to really make Doof not an option anymore. So we go the War Runner very wisely flips around and goes for the Stargate.
Yeah, not bad.
Which I always like as a Netrunner thing. If someone defends something too much, maybe then you just flip somewhere else.
But I mean, like with 0 credits, I think it's a very desperate move, right?
And that's probably. I mean, they can break it with grappling hook and Kabali if they need to.
I think they will. Yeah. But still, I mean, like they're getting some credits from it. But my feeling is still it's desperate, right? You can't. I mean, like the question is what you are.
Okay.
Atlas, consulting visit, Cyberdeck Sandbox. Interesting. So when he can run again, he has a symbol chip. When he has something else to break, he could go again, get the top card, but he's not doing that. He's trashing Atlas. And the consulting visit is coming in.
Yes, so depends what else with the filtered draw, you've got to think there's a reasonable chance they've either got the kill or the hard hitting is in hand by this point.
Yeah. I think so. So he's getting back grappling hook for free. I think that's important because yeah, and using technical writer to get money.
Yeah, because I suppose, I mean, the corp can obviously bounce something back, take a credit, get the Marilyn money. It'll be.
He might get back Marilyn, right? He can get the money first. Oh, here we go, Mumba Temple.
Okay, no, so yes, and a Lady Liberty they're getting rest. So that implies to me they're not going for the kill at the moment. They're going to try and trying to score out.
Yeah.
That's definitely a real threat now, because that would explain maybe the ice on HQ that they've been planning for this.
Looks like that. I mean, he's still kind of. I mean, Corp is on 8 credits.
So not used it. So there's obviously not a free 1 in hand. So
yeah, but maybe he wants to present a threat to Percomus in terms of come trash it. There's Jeeves. There's Lady Liberty.
Yeah.
There's another ice on R&D now.
Okay. Do we know if there's 5 frees in this list?
I think he's playing SDS.
Okay.
Yeah, there's SDS. He was trashing Stargate before and then getting back with chip.
So I guess ideally, if they could obviously there's the threat, and Liberty may not last next turn anyway, but they paid what, 1? Well, I suppose they used the Umber Temples. They didn't pay much for it.
Yeah,
so,
1 or 2 credits.
Yeah, so it costs the runner 4 to go deal with that.
And I think, as said, the issue is like he might use it and then sooner or later he put it back to hand. So like it's another 5 credits. Yeah, banked on the board for free, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And he could do it anytime, like getting it back, installing it again.
Yeah, and that's a really good point, actually, because normally Lady Liberty, it hits the 4 tokens, and now, unless you're playing a really crazy deck, it's useless. Whereas now, A, you get your money back, and B, you can reuse it.
And like you can that's you can use it with Jeeves, and you still have a.
So going to the HQ one. Also, they're going to get Bravado anyway, so Hammond's going to get some form of money from this.
Oh yeah, and we have seen also Afshar. I did not mention that before. So we have Afshar, Tour Guide, Border Control, Spiderweb. Okay, Border Control.
Seems pretty good. Because if they want to get through, they've got to break at least use 1 P thing up. If they use the 1 thing up, then the Corp gets money, or if not, use both up. And I think for the Corp, you're not sad about either outcome.
I think it's good, but depending on based on the current credits of the Corp, I think I would keep it to like be able to prevent the doof.
Oh no, I'm not popping this. I'm just more thinking about what's the runner going to use. I would never. Bad. Yeah, I completely agree. I would not pop it for this. There's no benefit for popping this, and chances are it's going to be difficult for them to get in anyway.
And the Corp get 3 credits from it. This is good, and he res it for free with. So now we have Afshar, which is also not good. I mean, like, of course, good for the Corp, but for the runner, it means losing 2.
Yep.
And the question is, what is the last ice, right? So he broke it, losing 2, gaining 2, and the spider web. And here we go. You can break 2 of that.
So I wonder why they didn't. I don't know if I mean it's a while ago when they got doofed and they didn't res it then. It's interesting they didn't res it then to prevent the doof. I find that interesting.
Good question. I think we have to watch on this.
We'd have to. I mean, they may have had something else out to help break the final sub, maybe, quite possibly.
Anyone in stream remember why he wasn't resing Spiderweb before?
I'm sure there's something else on the board. I would guess.
Maybe.
But the runner's got money now at least, so they can contest things.
And now he's going for Lady Liberty. I think that's the right move.
Yeah.
Question still is what is number 9, server number 9. I mean, situation for the runner isn't good in that terms that he has now 3 tech traders out.
Yep. Yeah, so they are now fully set up. Yeah, we don't know what 9. Yeah, I mean, we don't know what 9 is. We'll soon find out. I'd assume it's not been rezzed, so probably a team sponsorship, I guess.
Yeah, very likely. I think what we see is like the Corp has no idea to protect his remotes. Because everything is on HQ and R&D. And 1 border control is in the bin. And the question is that another Maryland again? Hand or cloud number 9? So the runner finally found prognostic Q loop and is running on R&D. I found that when my opponent was playing, like when they run, I usually want to res my eyes but they are doing their stuff first. That's one thing I found difficult to like remember. I haven't played so long on Jaina, to be honest.
Yeah, I play a reasonable amount, but only against myself, if I'm being honest. I don't play other people very often until recently.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
But certainly I was very confused when all the new things came in with the whole interaction, which was very, very good, but it really confused me at first.
And I think, especially if you're playing against yourself, it might be a lot of clicking, right?
It's a lot more clicking than it used to be. But it's fine. I've got used to it now. But initially it was like, I'm so used to like, pass, click, bang. Because now it's like, got to click these other things. So they bounced the spiderweb back to their hand. I wonder why.
Yeah, because it's 3 subs, right?
So they're clearly going to try and, obviously clearly build a scoring remote of some kind.
But it means he needs to find 2 pieces, right, to like be able to go.
So they've got the boomerang. So it depends if they boomerang the spiderweb or not, or something else.
And the question is like, can he find something with prognostic loop on the stack to like install it as well with Masterworks?
Yeah, exactly. So I would guess like a tour guide and a spiderweb, because that would be the most difficult things for guys to break.
Yeah.
And there's a tour guide. Because that'll need at least 2 things, which is what you've got to try and do. Is you want to make guys use 2 things for every piece of ice.
Yeah.
Just really tax them out.
Yeah, I think he's doing that very well and trying to like fight the power of Geist. Because now he needs a grappling hook, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 subroutines. That's a lot.
Well, I think with Geist, it's very much, does it have 1 sub, 2 sub, or lots of subs? I think anything else doesn't really matter. So I'm guessing there's no real regular breakers in this list, or if they are, they're not. Certainly not on a tour guide. You're not using a regular breaker on a tour guide in this game for Geist. Too expensive.
Geist is giving up. Let's see what happens. Okay, he's going for a score. Team sponsorships less 2. That means I think border control is coming back.
Yes, border control. What else would you bring back? Lady Liberty, maybe?
Yes, likely.
We've got Jeeves out. I think we should. Well, definitely the border control. I think there's no reason not to get that out, because that just makes that remote even more scary. So we get a Cyberdex Rest. So
he has put an ice back into his hand. Is he installing?
Yeah. What? So.
And puts Lady Liberty into server 12.
Okay, that's interesting. I would have been tempted because it's an interesting one, because they took the bouncy ice off the remote. I guess to clear the boomerang, which it was kept on. But yeah. It'd be nice to get the border control.
And I mean, like, it means like you need to come in, trash it, or other my hand, you can't do anything. And I have all this 3+ subs ice, so I think that's good.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
And
So Doof, which, I mean, the corpse. Obviously, it puts the runner more in comparison with the corpse money, but it doesn't really hurt the corp really that much. The corp's got so much board state now that they can easily ride over this.
But I mean, it means like he can get 5 from the corp and as a gain 5. That he's able to stay maybe out of hard-hitting news range.
Exactly, that's the real benefit of the only benefit of doing this. But again, even as the corp, they're still being forced to use more breakers up, and then they just pop the border control to stop that. So on the lamb, okay, so that means they're safe at least.
Yeah.
But although you kind of get the impression that this corp could just start here and just score out, quite possibly.
I think that's what we're seeing now. I assume he has the agenda in hand and will in the scoring area. It's not triggering team sponsorship, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And has another action and will put back border control on HQ.
Mm-hmm. Although if they're using Lady Liberty, then they won't get the team sponsorship score, I believe, because it's not
that's true. Yeah.
So they won't. They will lose out on that, but then that's a much better idea because now.
Here we go.
So.
He's purging. Sorry, I got that wrong. I thought
Yeah, it makes sense. You get 4 credits. You get the Jeeves click. So why not? It's money.
Doof me doesn't matter.
Because they get to the point now where they could just do a value hard hitting news and force them to use on the lamb. and still not cost them that much money to do it, which is possibly an option.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the question is like how many hard-hitting news counts as influence. I think Jeeves is free.
Well, so Jeeves, so they probably got 6 on HB cards, like 3 team sponsorship, 3 of the Marilyn.
And DBS is also 1, so that's 9.
9, so hard hitting is 2, so you could run 2 and be on 13, have 2 spare for something else quite easily. Because border control is obviously 3 because it's Wayland. I'm not sure what else you'd splash in this. That would make sense. You wouldn't splash any ice I can think of. Obviously, agendas, there's obviously none there. So they could have 3 hard hitting news, to be honest.
Yeah. And I mean, I would do it when I can, right?
Yeah.
I have a friend who is playing a Blue Sun Glacier with all this expensive ice and hard hitting news false lead, which is also, I hate it.
I took that to, because I was playing against the punitive version. I then added hard hitting news and proper target to it. It did okay. Could have done better, but it was another threat for online. Whereas this, I like this build though. This is something I might have to look into.
It's a little bit horizontal for me, but I need to get used to that. I need to take lessons from Jakutsa too.
Yeah, I haven't played. Yeah, I used to play a bit of I certainly played CTM in NEH back in the day. It's been a while, but I have played it before. I'm probably a bit rusty, but yeah, I used to enjoy that and sneaking agendas out. I used to love doing that all the time.
So I think this is the 3rd doof coming in, and then we are done with that.
Yeah.
And it's 17 credits to 13 credits. Let's see what Cable is doing next turn.
Yeah. Well, at least now the value hard hitting news is not as viable now because they're not as far ahead they were. We'll see with Lady Liberty. Obviously, if you've got an Atlas, you definitely want to use the Lady Liberty for that.
Oh, I think he forgot to res his wall-to-wall.
Yeah, I wonder what. Yeah, unless it's another team sponsorship, hence why he doesn't need to res it right away.
No, but he was running, so.
Oh, sorry. Yes, apologies. Yes.
Lady Liberty Project Atlas 5 points.
Okay.
Check server 15. Yeah.
So either they keep the Lady Liberty out and do the 5-3 to win the game, assuming they have that in hand, or they bounce Liberty back and reset it. Either way, you probably need to go either clear out HQ, which could be quite hard to do, or get rid of the Liberty, which again isn't straightforward. At the same time, yeah, this seems tough for the runner.
Yeah, I don't see how he's able to clear Lady Liberty. How is he going in?
That's it. Yeah, I mean you've got the Corona, but so you can break Spiderweb. That's not a problem anymore. But Tour Guide is definitely a problem because I don't see. I mean, what is left? There's no Gabardis left.
There's 1 symbol chip left.
Yeah, there's a grappling hook, probably a grappling hook left somewhere. Yeah. So they've got a few options, but it seems like grappling hook boomerang would be the way in. And then it depends on the other. There's 2 ice there, so we don't know what the other ice is. It could be both tour guides. Because
probably, yeah. Okay, Spycam is going down. He's running, and he will do some prognostic Q loop shenanigans.
So I think we've been asked, do they play Blue Sun because Gagawan is banned? Obviously, that's a reason, but being able to bounce things back, reset the Lady Liberty does give you some extra value. Whether that's better than Gagawan, I don't know the answer to that. But I like that this has some more flexible lines you can take.
I think it allows him to reposition, and that's nice against especially someone like Geist.
Yeah.
Also resetting, as you said, resetting Boomerang is definitely helpful.
Yep. Although chances of the ice is res and they've gone through it, then it's unlikely the Boomerang still on it, but at least it is an option if that ever does. So no, it does ever happen.
Yeah, I mean, seeing the tricks of Geist, it's very hard for him to get software down, so breakers. So he's good in getting a Boomerang down, but I don't know how he wants to break now this tour guide.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, any way to break that with what's available? Because they need 2 options. They need 2 things to break that, and they only got nothing on the table. So
Yeah.
So Lady Liberty is not an option. So I guess all you can do is.
I mean, he's playing Burkhalter, and Burkhalter that bad against.
I mean, Bocata's in the bin at the moment.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
bad.
mean, yes, it would cost. I dread to think how much that would cost.
7 + 2, right? Or
Yeah.
8?
But also, you'd assume that other things will start getting res at that point. So going for the HQ. So obviously they can boomerang this. The hope would be to snipe the 5-3 because that's the only thing they can use Liberty on, and at least gives you some time maybe. So I don't know how many. I assume it's 1 5-3. I'm guessing, but I would need to see the agenda suite and it's 12, maybe 2 5-3s. Depends how many force leads you're playing.
3 maybe. I mean, usually you want to find them early, right?
Mm-hmm. So 3 of those, you'd assume 3 Atlas. So I'd pitch up to 9.
I think also 3 cyber decks.
3 cyber decks. That's 15. So at least 5 points. So trash to boom, which normally is quite good, but it's not what they want to be doing right now because they really need to be stealing in agenda. I mean, it's possible there isn't an SES in hand, but I'm wondering if there is.
Yeah, I think the checking server 15 is good when it's like false lead or something. He's pumping in money. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, why not? It's free money.
Money is good. He's Jakutsa saying 3 Atlas, 3 cyber decks, 2 false leads, 2 SDS.
Okay, thanks, Yakuza.
That makes sense when you're saying 5 points left.
And there we go.
Yeah.
And that's so just a demonstration of what, as an asset deck, if you get your board state up like that, then it becomes really hard.
Yeah,
for the one if they can't control it.
Yeah, because we have seen the total opposite game in the game. Everyone who wants to watch the stream in top 4. So yeah, it's interesting to see also the other way around, how like Cable Carnage got like his board state up and be able to like put so much pressure on the runner.
Exactly. So I don't know if there's going to be a break before the next round. I don't know if we're going straight into it.
We're going to take a bit of a break because I just want to make sure that people have a breather again. Okay, so the next and the final round, I think it's going to start at... Well, I mean, I'm going to just update Cobra just to make sure that we're... That was a tough game, though, I have to say. Yeah, like it was really an uphill struggle once the board developed well for the Corp.
Yeah, and I think it was really interesting, like how he put his like 3 eyes on HQ, bouncing it back, being able to build that was hard to get in. Like, because I was playing against guys before this day, and it was really, really hard for me with like all my 2 sub eyes to like keep guys out. And I think we have really seen excellent play by Cable Carnage against that.
Okay, I'm just checking on Discord if people are okay with starting 1/2 past.
Wow. Loud typing.
Well,
that's me, sorry.
No, that's a good keyboard. It's like you can hear, like it's... Oof.
It's called a machine gun, or?
Mine is the same. I mean, I could go... Well, okay, yeah. It's one of the bouncy ones. It's okay. Builder of Nations versus Leah is going to be fun, yeah. Oh, well. Okay, how is the chat doing after 7 hours, 57 minutes of this stream? This is crazy. But we're gonna finish. I promise you, we're gonna finish with this game. Oh, well, I mean, we're gonna finish with the final game or 2. And then I have to go to a different meeting, because I have a meeting today as well. Let's just see if the runners and quarks are fine with things. I should refresh timers. Still learning the bot commands, which is loads of fun. And actually, the final should not be timed. Nobody cares about it. Oof. Oh, so yeah, yeah, go on.
So we are seeing the Builder of Nations again. Leela, or?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Builder versus Leela, indeed. Cable Carnage is gonna be running, yeah.
Sorry, did I hear Builder of Nations?
Yes.
Yes.
You are
okay,
correct.
so I'll check. I just want to make sure I heard that right.
This is the Builder of Nations with how many counters on Mazvingo?
45 on Mazvingo.
It's...
Wow, okay.
So yeah, so Lewis, also known as Pives, also known as Wise Runner in this tournament. He's a player from Valencia. He's the current champion of Spain. He has a lot of interesting ideas. He's a lovely person to play against. He was actually my first round last BCom, like 2 weeks ago. So he's a very, very good player with very interesting ideas, and you always have to be careful what you're doing because he's a great person, and he's going to totally use any mistake you make against you. So, not really, but in a lovely way. So I was like, yeah, we're playing. Oh shoot. Okay, yeah, that's it. So, well, yeah, I really enjoy playing against Lewis, and I always learn something new, especially since he tends to bring different decks to different big tournaments. So I'm quite curious about the Valencia group in general. Like Jose is a part of this group as well. I mean, well, maybe I'm not correct in saying that they all keep practicing together, but there's a bunch of people from outside of the Barcelona meta that I know well that are playing quite a lot in smaller groups as well, and they have their own mini metas in a way. Like they know each other very well, and then whenever we have a bigger thing happening and there's like the clash of the local metas, it's always refreshing for me because I have no idea what they're gonna bring.
And he's saying he's not from Valencia, Pivets, he's from Castellan.
Exactly, he's from Castellan. Yeah, exactly, Castellon. Yeah, so
I have to apologize.
I'm totally apologizing. My knowledge of Spain's geography is very limited. Plus, I haven't traveled that much. But yeah, respect to the Castellon people. Sorry for that, and I will remember now. I'm me and my bad memory. We're 3 minutes away from the final game. Or final games, actually, I should say. So
I'll be silent for a minute.
Okay. Yeah. We already talked about the events happening soon. I actually have no idea because now that we talked earlier on about the event by Code Marvelous next week, maybe I'm just not going to organize another Iberian lockdown until a while from now. Maybe there's going to be Iberian lockdown number 2 in 2 weeks. But next week, I would love to see a lot of people at Code Marvelous's event. It's actually organized at a decent time for everybody. Like it's midday European times, more or less, I would say. That's how it starts. So yeah, so I hope it's gonna be full of people, and there's gonna be like a meta clash between many different styles and ideas. Yep.
Can I ask you both a question? Would you say Corp or Runner is favoured at the moment in the meta overall?
Ooh, good question. I would say, from what I've seen, and I don't look at websites like Know the Meta or I'm not analyzing the numbers. It would be a good question for the people running the most wanted list at this point because they probably have the numbers for everything. It really depends who gets the better cards in the first 3 rounds, to be honest.
I was thinking about that too, and I mean we have seen this how much Ice he's playing, and it's a Kayamba grid version, the Builder of Nations with Red Planet Career and I assume Biotic. It's also playing Ododua, it's playing Roslingo, it's playing Colossus. We have seen it with Strength 15. It's playing Hostiles, it's playing GFI. I'm not sure it plays Government Takeover. We don't know. And the Lila one, we have seen playing on labor rights, playing Doof, playing Mining Accident, and otherwise good stuff, right?
Yep.
So, have you counted before, Dave, how many labor rights this Lila will play?
How many what, sorry?
How many labor rights?
Oh, I didn't. I mean, generally a restricted card. I like to get as many as I can in there. Yeah. Influence-wise, I think we saw Mining Accident and Corroder, and they're so it'll be 1 Corroder, maybe 2 at push. Labor rights is 2 influence or 3 influence?
I think it's 3, but I'm not sure.
3, so 6, 8. I would imagine they would struggle to get. If it's 3 influence, they're going to have 2 in there, I think, with what they've got in there. Because you could have 3 Mining Accidents, which is 6. Corroder is up to 8. 2 labor rights is 6, push up to 14, leaves you a spare influence for something. Maybe a turning wheel, something else.
So the game is on whenever they start. I kicked them off. The final is not timed at all, so we're just gonna see what's gonna happen here.
I mean, I think the question is like, how is Build of Nations getting the advancement on his ice because that's what he needs to do, and that's what will like make his
Okay.
power wall to wall. Kayamba, if he's able to get them live.
There's the other card. I don't know if you still use it, where you can double. It's a double where you can install an ice on a remote server and put 3 tokens on it.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
There's that one, but yeah, you're right. I think
priority construction. You mean? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think wall to wall is obviously a good one. So we see the early hostile score. Obviously, yeah, just go for it. There's no leader bounce, so you might get doofed, but screw it.
I mean, we have seen before he was playing three hostile and GFI, and then when you look playing like I don't know, 1 government takeover, 3 hostile, 3 GFI. Sounds like.
So the chat's saying that when they played them earlier, they get advanced dice the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
So getting an early ice phase, it's okay. This is not terrible because now there's no bounce from Leela at least, and they fit in the money. So
the question is like how fast he's able to like being able to score agendas, right? I mean, like sure when he's drawing his second hostile, go for it.
I mean, yeah, if I got hostile, I'd play it immediately. The other thing you may want to do is potentially you may want to advance the machine go to at least stop it being boomeranged.
Yeah.
So you see the mine accident.
2 bad pop.
Yeah, you can't really.
3 bad pop.
Okay. Not ideal, but it is what it is.
Here we have it. Okay, he's playing dedication. I think that's good. And
yeah, so you make it too expensive, and at least we said they can't boomerang that now, so they've got to get an actual corroder out to deal with that. But again, with the bad pub, obviously it's 3 bad pub now. It would cost them nothing to break that. Well, 1 credit to break that at the moment.
Yeah, but sooner or later it will be like 7 or 8 advancements. At least
that's true. Yes.
And I mean, then the question is like, does it make sense to like bring your through and like use labor rates for that, right?
So
I mean, like I think he's breaking it and actually earning money, right? While running on R&D.
Will be yes, it cost him 2 to boost. No, 1 to boost, 1 to yeah, so you're making profit on that. So why wouldn't you gain any credit? See a card.
Yeah.
So they probably need to do something about R&D because that can't go on forever.
Another hostile.
Oh yeah, just give them more bad pub. Why not? But that's fine. You're getting some agenda scored, so you're getting your money set up, and now, ooh, this is going to be much worse.
This could be the game.
Yeah, this is an out problem.
Okay, 2 Kayamba grid. I would trash hedge fund and go trash both Kayambas.
Yeah, it costs you with the bad pub. It's not going to cost you very much.
Yeah, and they are out. I mean, like you don't have to trash them when they are paying 10 or 12 or 14 credits for them, right?
Yeah.
Is he going in? Yeah, he should.
It's good. I suppose the only downside is that means the corp is now going to see 3 fresh cards, so they might be able to stop this problem, get some ice, hopefully.
For him, yeah. That's true.
But yeah, you're right, you probably have to trash those though. And there we go. Preemptive, saying it's bring back.
Please, that's when I'm like, oh no.
So they threw away 2 cards, and they're bringing one of those cards back, so we'll never know what that card was. And the corroder comes down. So, yep. So at least make it a little bit more taxing, and they can start advancing that, which they might have to do. And at least they're picking a damage every time, so there is another cost involved in doing this. Ooh.
Yeah, I would do border control and go in.
Yeah, well, Horton, because they can't break Horton at the moment.
Yeah,
I mean, border control. So
and
normally you go border control.
Kayamba. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
mean, like the 4 bad pub is really bad for them. Right?
Yeah, it's those minor accidents really hurt because they were just not in a position to contest it. They had to just take the bad pub.
Yeah. And there we see the strengths, right? When you can like fight, and then you put yourself on bad pub. Then like running is, I mean, like he could run, or he can do film for free, right? Even if there are 4 advancements on it. So that might be the border control we have seen.
Yeah, I think so. Well, the border can. Oh yeah, sorry, the border control. Yes, not the Hortum. Yes, so the border control. So again, it just makes it slightly more taxing. So I think it will cost a bit more money to actually Stargate, and with the damage you're taking, you've got to wonder if it's worth it still.
I think you need to find the agendas, right? I mean, like before he's finding them.
That's true.
He has run archives and seen the Muscom utilization, so that's one of the cards that is out of the game, which makes enormous amounts of money.
Yep. So I wonder why, because they would have thrown that away then, I guess.
Because he had that means his hand must be valuable because he couldn't advance his hand, right? His
I agree.
eyes.
So I'm guessing Ashfar will get thrown away, maybe. Oh no, Cam, we're good. Okay.
He's not going in again. Yeah, it was his last click.
Okay, so
now
So the problem now potentially is Doof will be very punishing right now.
I think he should run HQ because you're right. There must be something very valuable in the hand of the corp.
Yeah, I agree. Do you see nothing from the Stargate runs and all? Do you see no agendas? With 22, more than half of the deck, and there's 2 agendas. So I think there's a reasonable chance they're in HQ.
That might be a wall-to-wall.
Yeah, I can't think it seems a bit too bold for an agenda push, particularly against Leela. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, I'm also it's wall-to-wall. That's what I assumed.
Good shout.
I think he needs it to advance all his eyes and then in Kayambas. Dedication on Afshar,
So at least that becomes reasonably taxing, and at least you'll get to advance something for free, and gain a credit. So that doesn't seem too bad.
Here Doof comes, and then I hope he's running again. He's something in HQ.
I think so. I think I like that. It's not going to cost you much. If anything, it'll cost you what? 1 credit. 1 credit. I think you got to boost and then break 4 subs. But
he's not doing that. I don't. Maybe he's not seeing it while playing some.
Yeah.
Some other stuff.
Yeah.
I think your identification of Muscom was a good point. I think that's a very important thing.
Yes, because that's really big.
So the current state is all 3 Kayambas are in the. That's interesting. And 1 wall-to-wall, or in the bin.
Vesper, can you scroll down the JNet chat, please? Someone's asked because I can see it.
Yeah, sorry. I just keep rescaling because they keep changing the size of the servers.
Okay.
But yeah,
cool. Thanks.
It's all there.
So get all the 3rd mine accidents. So 5 bad pub. I always feel when you get to this point of bad pub, it becomes really hard as the corp to win a game.
Yeah. I mean, there we are. But he's playing Muscom for 8 credits, which is good. But usually you hope for let's say 6 more, 14 or something, looking on the number of eyes.
Yeah. I mean, I was playing SSO yesterday, and likewise, I want to get more for mass commercialization from that point. Obviously, SSO is a bit easier to advance eyes, but you want to get real value from it. But
and now he's going for HQ.
Oh, Colossus. So again, I mean, normally it's be really punishing, but it's like.
I mean, still, it's only 5 bad pub, so he paid what? He paid. He paid -1, so he got 1 credit.
And there's an Atlas, so.
Atlas, here we go. And then you bounce something.
So this is the problem. So this becomes really nasty now because.
But on the other hand, he's on 2 credits.
That is true. And HQ now is expensive at least, and that Colossus can be advanced more and more and more if they want to. Not they probably can afford to do it, and obviously.
And another Mescom, so that's the 3rd one, right?
Yeah, so maybe that's why they threw it away. Okay, so they recovered-ish from that.
Okay.
So this just to get the Paragon trigger.
Yeah, sure. And I mean, looking on a card, getting it good. He will click Kati for sure.
Yeah. I mean, crucially, they've got all the main pieces they want installed now. So for them, damage is just more attritional rather than losing something fundamental. They've got the breakers, they've got the console, they've got the Catty.
I played one. How's the hardware called? That is preventing 1 damage.
1 net damage. Is that the really old one?
No. It's not. It's a new one. That's
right.
Buffer drive, right?
Buffer drive. Yeah, sorry, that one where you put the card to the bottom.
And I think, especially against this grindy match,
Yeah, that would be really good because that would just be perfect, actually. If it's in the list, and if we're right on the list, although we're not right on the list because there's a Stargate in here, which I hadn't factored in. So that
we
means
talked about the influence, right?
so that means there's 6, 8, 11. So there's only one Labour rights, assuming Labour rights is 3 influence at most, but that would leave 1 spare influence for something, which could well be a buffer drive.
Yeah. Here we go.
So,
Is it an agenda?
well, if it's an Atlas, we'll get.
I would say it's a wall-to-wall.
Yep. Whatever it is, it's going to be run probably.
Yes, looks like that.
The classic move of get rid of the corpse money so you can run the remote for free.
Yeah, and I think he was like, so he tried to force him to use usability, and now he can like run it for free, and it is a wall-to-wall.
Yeah.
Now we have 2 wall-to-wall in the bin, all mass comms, but he's playing preemptive, 1 at least. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't look good for the corp.
No, it doesn't look good for the corp. It does mean we get a second game, if nothing else. But yeah, you definitely.
We also know that Cable Counter just playing 2 leg. He might wait for the second one.
Yes. So. No, you've got to. I mean, 11 cards left in R&D. Our HQ must be chock full now of agendas.
Yeah. So he's playing with him like a cat, right?
Yeah. And the corp's not in position because of Lila. The corp can't even really push anything at the moment. So the runner can just almost sit back a little bit. Poke HQ just to get the Paragon trigger.
Archives, yeah.
Sorry, archives. Apologies.
Loading Kati, get a credit.
There's no.
The corp try to do something. I mean, the point is he has still red level planet careers, but he needs. I don't know what's 4 for biotic. What he needs for the combo.
Yeah.
I think he will keep him low. Oh, and he's forcing him to Resmas Vingo.
Mm.
But I mean, it's free to break, right? Like.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just. I think this is. We've mentioned in the last 2 games that this is a classic example of what bad pub can do.
Yeah.
Without this bad pub, it would be a completely different game right now.
I totally agree. I mean, 5 bad pub, you are running like, yeah. I mean, like, sure, Colossus is expensive, but the corp is currently doing nothing else and clicking for credits.
Yeah.
And sure.
That's it, yeah.
Corp is on 0. And we see a GFI here. What a surprise. Let's bounce cards.
Yep.
For example, HQ.
Yeah, you go HQ. You can win off HQ. You don't really need to run R&D, I don't think, anymore.
And labor rights is played for, let me guess, a doof, a legwork?
Yep, that seems good to me.
Diversion, legwork, yeah.
Yeah, that seems solid.
So that means influence-wise, we have 3. That's together 12. Corroder, so there's 1 left.
1 left, which I would guess is a turning wheel buffer drive if you push me on it.
Yeah.
I don't know what else.
We have seen his turning wheel, I think, before.
Okay. So again, just check the remote. It's all classic criminal play.
Wall to wall.
Go to that. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess that's a fast advance option. I guess if they need it.
But he has already used 2 dedications, right? No, 1. He shuffled it back, I think. Yeah, I mean, Rana with 12 credits on Kati, 17 credits for himself.
Yeah.
And now the corp is trying to push his Colossus, but I don't see how the corp is winning anymore.
No, I really don't. I mean, if they're on 5 points, at least it might be an out, but on 2 points, they're so far away.
And here we go.
This should be game.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it's not. The only thing that might help them is there'll be a leader bounce, which will make HQ less dense, because leader bounce is not optional; it has to happen.
Okay, but I mean, you mean he's accessing because
he's accessing the first card. There'll be a leader bounce, which then goes into the cards they access. So, but it doesn't give the corp. It gives the corp a slight hope, not much of a hope.
Hedge fund, biotic, red.
Oh wow! Complete miss. Whiffed. Wow! So if you ever get enough money, and we're talking 9 credits, then they can obviously fast advance out a food, which will get them up to 5.
Or government takeover.
Are they playing that? I mean, based on this, I suppose it's possible.
My feeling is, I have only seen they are playing. Realize it. That's a good point.
I mean, it's an 18. This is a 44, so it's 18
it's not.
agendas.
Yeah. He's playing 3 hostile and he's playing 2 G. Then I think he's playing 3 Atlas. And he's on 4 credits. Yeah. Oh yeah. He R&D had 5 cards are left in R&D.
So doing this, and I guess the other option now, they could try and just mill out the corp potentially for Stargate.
Yeah, that's a point, I think.
Because with only 5 cards left, although R&D is not cheap, but on 28 credits, yeah, that's not really going to punish them that much.
Yeah.
Have to be slightly careful because the corp is on 7, so they're not a million miles away from being able to Red Planet Courier something. I don't know what their Red Planet Couriers, because you could do an Atlas, but Atlas tokens aren't really useful right now. Obviously, the food would get them to 5, so
What are the costs for Red Planet Couriers?
So it's 5 to play, but you have to play Bartik to actually.
It's 9. Okay.
So it's 9 credits away to what you need.
Hostile dedication ceremony, biotic. Hostile. Okay.
Interesting.
They're running, bouncing, and ice, right?
Yeah, why not? And it gets them on 2-5 points, which means if they're on a Stargate, maybe.
Yeah, it costs them a lot to reinstall it, and then next turn might just win, right?
The corp basically can't win from that remote anymore. That remote's dead, as far as I'm concerned, because the runner can check it every single time. So bouncing the remote ice doesn't achieve anything.
And he has played 2 boomerangs. All 3 doof are out. Yeah. Okay, but that also means like Lila is running out of.
Yeah. The problem is this time though, because there's 3 cards left.
Yeah.
You're going to be decked fairly soon. So I do think if they have Audacity, the out is Red Planet Couriers, 5-3 Audacity. That is the only way I can see the corp winning this game. But we know.
Are these decks playing Audacity?
I have no idea. I would guess you'd have one. I think if you're playing Atlas and a Whaling deck, you probably play one Audacity, because even Argus plays it as just a option.
But Argus is not playing Kayamba. Here we go.
Okay.
Biotic, and he will try to score an Atlas.
Okay. So get that out of the way.
How is he now winning? How is he now winning?
He has to somehow get. I would guess.
He has 2 turns left, right?
The out could
next
be.
Next turn, you might be right. He might have Audacity.
So what the out could be, and I don't think they have the cards for this, but I'll say it anyway, is a mass commercialization.
They are all in the bin.
Okay, then ignore that plan.
No, he can play Archive Memories.
Yeah, but my plan was going to be mass commercialization, double biotic, Red Planet Couriers, score the 5-3, but they can't do that.
And now we shall see what he's seeing. He's on 5 points. Atlas, that's the game.
That's game over.
And that means we see another game, which will be. I have no idea what he's playing as the runner against the Blue Sun deck we have seen before.
Woof! What a game! Look at the credits on the runner side.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Is that triggering from the bad pub though? I don't know if sometimes when you get the bad pub from the runner, I don't know if JNet's counting that as credits gained.
That's true.
But it still counts. I mean, you know.
I mean, it does.
Like they're getting 5 credits whenever they do a run, and a lot of runs they got lots of credits.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still JNet back. We need to tell Lost Geek, right? Lost Geek, I think you're watching. Please fix that. Just making jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm going to jump out of this. Whoa, this was serious. Oof.
I think it was very interesting. I mean, like how Cable Carnage managed to play against that. He was very aggressive from the start. Got his mining accidents. And then he was able to keep the corp down. I mean, he scored very early his 2 hostiles, and then I think it was a very desperate move at the end to score the Project Atlas.
Yeah, I mean that would imply that they maybe didn't have the Audacity in the deck. But yeah, it felt desperate for quite a while because there was running out of time anyway. They couldn't even play a taxing game, so yeah, they were just in a real hole. And just bad pub. Yeah. That's quite literally 4 or 5 bad pub. you generally will quite often lose the game, particularly that early. They're on 3 bad pub from what, turn 3 or 4, it felt like.
Yeah, I think like the Corp scored 2 hostiles early and he found
Mhm.
2 accidents, so bad pub. And I agree what they are saying in the chat. Losing the Kayamba was huge because it means, otherwise you can like have 4 eyes on HQ and they need to pay another 8 to like doof you, and that's a total different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was intense and interesting. I think like at a point it was clear that the game was like switching into totally in the runner's favor. But until that point, it was interesting to like watch how both of them tried to get the lead. And when Wise Runner was playing 2 mass command civilizations, I was like, 16 credits, he might like turn back.
Yeah.
And I think he was doofed then 5 times his games, because putting back 2 doofs, and we see 3 in there. And I assume also all of them were going through. I can't remember that he was stopping one of them. That means like he lost 25 credits.
Yeah, the labor rights are just the labor rights and putting back all the right cards for Leela to just get in and do damage or just access multiple cards is really brutal. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can also use it when I look into the deck to like play embezzle, which is good, or get your no one home back.
Yep.
Looks good.
Oof. Okay. Well, we are still a few minutes away. I need a break after this. I think.
Yes.
Even just watching this was like, whoa, this is harsh. But yeah, really good games all the day today, I would say, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to more tournaments online as well, because for me it's the easiest way to see different things and learn from other people.
And I think that's a really good point, because obviously some of us are quite lucky. We have good communities that we can go to. Other people are less lucky. So for them, at least, they're getting to see a lot of good Netrunner content, a lot of different decks being played, a lot of different people, hearing different people, seeing the chats, and I hope everyone's enjoying it, and some of you are learning it from it. I'm not sure you're learning from me, probably not what not to do, but if nothing else. So we have a game up.
Yeah, we have a game up, but I'll kick them off. Let's just give them a second or two, because
sure.
How is the chat doing? Are you not asleep? This is gonna be the last game of the day. Whatever happens, this is the last game. So yeah.
And that was really interesting. I mean, like, I'm not sure, is he playing the list from? No, he's not playing the. Is that the list played?
Oh, Snoopy, you're cutting off a bit. I
Yeah.
don't know. Choppy a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been happening for a bit. I've been trying to sort of wing my way through it somehow.
Okay.
No worries. It's just it's the microphone cutting off, I think, but you're fine.
So one thing I wanted to give a shout out to, I don't know if it's been done yet, is the people who work on JNet, because JNet's been under a lot more load than usual, and I must say it's been absolutely fantastic. I've not had any issues with it. It's been working fine. So all the work you guys and girls and everyone else, people have been doing there, big shout out to you. Big thanks for helping us continue to play the game that we love.
Absolutely, I will second this. The JNet crew is just amazing, and I think I've seen like dozens of games over the last week at least, and we only had one game crashing, and I think it was sort of a runner issue as well. Like, I mean, one of the players had some connection issues in general, but yeah, like, it just works. So we can just keep hoping that, you know, with the quarantines and everything, that there's not going to be like hundreds of people or like thousands of people playing all of a sudden. But in the meantime, that we'll be able to actually ramp up Jinteki.net to make it a bit more resilient. And I mean, it's working great, but yeah, if we can up it up a bit more as well, that would be cool. We'll see what happens.
I mean, we've got 30 games going on at the moment, so which I think is the highest I've seen it that I can ever remember, to be honest.
It's not that bad, yeah. Okay, let me just jump into the room. Final. I'm gonna kick them off. I just need to switch.
So it's Kit against Blue Sun. That's interesting.
It's a Kit.
Haven't expected that.
So yeah, Blue Sun we've seen. So Kit, I mean, it feels it's gonna be hard for Kit. I've never known Kit to be good at asset decks, but I could be wrong here.
Yeah.
So Audrey Hacker Girls mentioned that I've been on a lot of these finals. Yes, I have. I probably need a break at some point, but I can't help myself. I'm just addicted to Netrunner. So
Okay. So
do
good
we-
luck to both opponents, right?
Yep.
yeah, good luck. Do we know anything about this kit list?
No, maybe the chat can help.
So we see an early piece.
This kit is undefeated, okay?
Oh wow, study guide. Oh my god, wow. Okay. I mean,
I'm not sure if it needs that strength, but yeah.
it's going to need what, 2 strength? So spider web, tour guide, and border
Border
control.
control. And Afshar, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for your hacker girl. Yeah. I get self-depreciation on myself all the time. That's what I do. But thank you very much. So this already is wildly out of control. There's one thing that Shaper doesn't do. It doesn't take your money away. It doesn't destroy your eyes. So you can just do this basically.
Yep.
There's no threat from anything.
Lady Liberty, interesting.
I suppose Shepherd obviously does have misdirection, which means the hard hitting news option's a bit less viable, but when you've got a crazy board state, you may not need it.
Yeah. Oh, he was running HQ, seeing team sponsorship. Yeah. I was asking myself why I see the top card of R&D, but
yeah. So a whole bunch of stuff's happening now.
I think the good thing is like with multi-thread, break it, right? So that means like he can run like through a lot of ice for, I don't want to say for free, but
the problem, I think tour guide's the problem. If it wasn't for that, I would be fairly happy, but unless they can test the boards, yeah, why not?
Here we go.
Because unless the runner can get misdirection out, then they've got to spend a turn clearing tag, which means your emotes are safe.
Mm-hmm.
So there could well be an agenda on there.
He's doing it the hard way.
Yeah. I
That's
guess
bad.
Yeah, this I guess don't see how this is a good matchup for Kit. I really don't, but we've seen very few cards so far. And yeah. So I
think this is starting to spiral out of control.
It is already, because they believe he's going to come back probably the runner, unless they've got stim hack in hand, and even then that's bad.
Yeah, and the runner just clicking for credits means maybe.
I feel the only way the runner's almost got to start taking random accesses from R&D and just try and win that way, which is terrible. But I don't see how else they can win this. I don't think they can't contest the board state. It just feels really, really rough. There's nothing else to say I don't think about this.
So 3 new assets. I think it's very likely them.
I think it's likely that Vesper's going to run out of screen at this rate. What do you both think? Because we know we have to pay an extra credit to put more ice on a server. What about more credits to add an additional server every time? What do we think about that? It's an idea I've heard mentioned a few times in the past.
Yeah, and I think it could be good. Or like have like the four first servers are free and then it starts increasing.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing to playtest and see how it affects, the dominant playstyles for the horizontal fans, so to speak. I don't know, maybe Yakuza would have some maybe he already tried it out.
Objections?
No,
yeah, I think objections is definitely the right word. So we've seen the kit has stolen agenda and the corp's now scored an agenda.
Yeah.
The corp is on 4, so not that bad. So
potentially right? SGS could win the game of Lady Liberty next turn. So I think the runner's just going to stop.
Oh.
Ooh.
Also, the runner could find SDS.
Wow. Yeah, you just keep running now. You just don't care anymore. Why? Yeah. Why wouldn't you just? Yeah, I just keep running. 100%.
Another tour guide or the same? Okay. Well.
Okay. This is one way. Okay.
I mean, you mentioned this a minute ago. It's a strategy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, and what is he doing now? Drawing 3 times?
I mean, you probably want. I mean, you say you want some ice. This is kit. Apart from the tour guide, they can make anything. So, your Lady Liberties. Lady Liberty is now offline unless they have drawn it, and we're supposed to see what they've drawn. So they haven't drawn it. So maybe a hard hitting news and just finish this game off if they have it. Yeah, they do. Makes sense. And
But there is no false lead. That means the runner has
it's 4 clicks. I would hope for the. Okay,
peace
that's.
in our time. Yeah.
I
Interesting.
mean, there's no threat immediately, so they can afford to spend 1 turn. They don't bounce Lady Liberty back. Oh no, they do. They do.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Just put it back out.
I mean, the runner is doing quite well for being hit twice with Vortex. I'm impressed.
There's a good
Yep.
point in the chat. This build of kit has Ika as well, so
Isn't that so? That's 1 credit to break 2 subs,
I believe it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
which is okay, but still not mega cheap. I guess with multi-thread, it's probably viable to do that.
Oops.
So I wonder where the corp is worried about based on that ice placement.
Or it's a
So-
ruse.
It could be.
Triple APT time.
Oh well. So I guess with 2 hard-hit news in the bin, you could potentially do this. So we see a tour guide rest. Okay, that's fine. I mean,
Won't be broken.
are they breaking this?
Yes, obviously.
Wow. Okay. I mean,
They just need an SES or Atlas or Cyberdex, right?
yeah. I mean, any agenda wins it. Well, apart from the false lead.
Cyberdex virus. It's the wrong Cyberdex, right?
Yeah. But
And giving
obviously-
4 credits to the call.
Yeah, why not?
Please. Lady Liberty.
Okay. Was the other card in agenda?
We'll soon find out. I mean, obviously, we may not because of the
Yeah.
draw that's going
yeah,
on.
Yeah.
So getting a card from wall to wall, the man should draw the DBS, so effectively seeing 3 cards they can pick between. So no, they didn't see anything they wanted. Because they know that I guess, although it's expensive, at least make sure they can't just making those pokey runs like that. The runner may have Stim Hack, which might help.
But not when it's a border control, right?
So Dirty Laundry.
Running archives to give the corp for.
It does. That's a really good shout. That's a really good point. Not that it's that relevant. I don't know what scenario this becomes relevant, but yeah.
23 credits, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, trashing Lady, I think it's the right move.
Yep. And
Yeah,
just,
devil.
and
Wow.
just see if they get hard hitting news again, which could well happen.
Yeah, that's true. I would say tour guide and border control, maybe. More likely tour guide, right?
Yeah, border control does not a lot really at this moment, unless you get more stuff in there. Do you run the nose to runner? Do you poke that server? I mean, the third hard hit news could well be in hand by now.
When it's an agenda, you might have won only when it's not a false lead, right?
Yeah. Okay, Stim Hack, yeah, that seems good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is it?
Tour guide, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think with the multi-thread, obviously they can get through that. I have a bit of change left over potentially to see whatever that is to trash. We know it's not the Lady Liberty. That's in the bin, so I don't know what else it would be, unless it's just a ruse just to make the runner waste their time.
Yeah, and there's Stim Hack.
It's a false lead.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
wow.
Yeah, that means
Okay.
runners on 6.
That's fine, although there's only 1. Okay, that's not bad though, and it's good if nothing else to stop the corp A getting the full seed and B get to 5 points, because at least as it stands, the corp's I've got a double advance something or scored 2 agendas, but we could be seeing the third hard hitting news at this point.
What is the ice on R&D?
So
Border
I'd imagine.
control?
So it could obviously they've only got 1 breaker, so it could be a mixture of different things just to soak up the kit ability.
Oh, here comes archive memory. Oh, Lady Liberty.
Okay.
Behind tour guide, I think. Yeah. Which is telling us he has like the SDS. He just tries to get through the.
So we see a Beth, so that's going to give you value, but
a little bit late.
Yeah, so the runner obviously needs some money pretty fast, We've got a few turns for that Lady Liberty to take over.
Yeah, the 1-pointers are out of the game, so.
And unfortunately, because of the DBS, HQ probably isn't getting full of agendas. It's getting filtered out quite nicely, I'd imagine. But and I think you've said there probably is an STS in hand. They want to just go out with the Lady Liberty.
But still, I mean, looking into that, like purging for money has no money.
Yeah, I mean, the Corpse Corp they've got the money they need to do whatever they want to do. Yeah, so as the chat mentioned, there's the Icky, which is 1 credit to make 2 subs.
But you would need to play.
Oh, so
Project Atlas, yeah.
So okay, so why not? It gets out of your hand. So
yeah, that's true.
So the runner's probably digging for a stim hack, I would
But
guess.
then there might be border control.
Exactly, that's quite possible. And if nothing else, if they can res the ice and it'll chew up the kit ability anyway, so they can't break it. Because the Corp will res any ice because it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing this is game. I can't believe they won't have the STS or will draw the STS at this point.
Yeah, very likely. I agree.
Yeah.
There we go. Ouch.
Yeah.
I mean, the runner did well. To get to 6 points, I thought was really impressive.
And I think, like exactly as you said, like Cable Carnage tried to drag him through the circle. Maybe it would have been better to like wait for a later point in time.
Yeah, I think it's a tricky one. I mean, I think when you sit down with this kind of deck against this kind of deck, from the runner's point of view, you've got, okay, what's my game plan? And I think Accesses was all you could really do at this point. Because I don't think what else they can do. They can't contest that board state. I don't see any scenario that's ever going to happen.
We see the rest ice, so on both centrals, border control, and on both centrals, a tour guide.
Yeah, and obviously getting the code gets on the outside just to make sure that it uses up the kit ability, which is something that is quite important to do whenever you can.
We're gonna have Cable Carnage join us if you don't mind for a sec.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.